Oops. Good morning, everyone. How's it going? Give it a couple minutes. I didn't preset this one up, so we'll give it a couple minutes here for people to show up. How's everybody doing this morning? Sweet, sweet, sweet. Chaos Theory. Good morning, brother. How you doing? It's actually the sun's actually shining here today. Go figure. We got a day of sunshine up here in the Northeast. But I'd imagine we'll probably have some thunderstorms rolling in. Who knows? So yeah, I figured we'd keep it casual this morning. Yeah, we got into the topic of coffee quite a bit last week and a couple other lives and Grumpy Grunts live and stuff. So I figured I'd bust out some of that stuff today. Yeah, how's everybody's Fourth of July? Who got out for the fireworks and whatnot? I know we were live for a bit, but it's raining 4 times in the last 30 hours by me. Magnetic North, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. How's your day going? Actually, the day's just getting started, right? I got up. Yeah, I've been up since about 3:30. Mrs. Bushcraft headed off to work, so we had our coffee and whatnot. So yeah, I guess the day is just getting started, but it's going well, no complaints. Yeah, it took me a little bit setting up this morning. I was just a change from the norm, so it took an extra minute. No big deal. Where'd my knife go? Yep. Limitless Replay. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Oh, the Phobos Calcula. Yeah, this is becoming one of my favorites for sure. In fact, I'm fortunate enough I have two of them. So oh yeah, these are Vargo utensils, man. Titanium ULV. So yeah, I figured I'd bring out some of the cook kit, some of the coffee. Can't do without coffee, that's for sure. So I figure we'll get into some of that this morning. Eugene Garland, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Nice, nice. Everybody's rolling in. Sweet, sweet. Anybody got anything planned for today? Any hiking, cycling, biking, anything exciting? What's the weight like? Pretty light, man. Definitely lighter than a spoon carving knife, that's for sure. Yeah, I just got these, yeah, like Thursday, Friday. So I haven't got everything memorized yet. I'm not real, not too much of a gram weenie. I carry what I carry, so. Chaos Theory. It's I don't know that it's MRE spoon or yeah, not really. It's once again by Vargo. One of the kit upgrades we made. We picked up a whole bunch of Vargo stuff, as well as a Vargo affiliate. So yeah, it is definitely awesome. The major part of that purchase was the Vargo Parabottle. This thing right here. Yeah, one of my Grail items. It's Vargo's out of Pennsylvania, and it's the only titanium bottle I've ever seen that actually has the lid attachment. So I don't know, thought it was a big deal, and yeah, I'm definitely digging it. I guess that's the most important part, right? So yeah, one of those Grail items that I wanted to get, and yeah, I'm happy with it so far. My initial impressions, It's definitely sweet. I'll probably end up changing out the paracord. We'll geek out on that, make sure everything's, properly color coordinated. But yeah, that was a Grail item of mine. And somebody, yeah, we recently had a great donation to the channel. And that's something I decided to roll with. Nick Martino, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the chat. The battlers are Tonto blades useful for bushcraft stuffs. Um, I've never used a Tonto blade. They're just not really my style. Nothing. I had one back in the day. I had one of those like real fancy cold steel Tontos, and yeah, never. I ended up selling it. Not a fan. That emo thing. How you doing? Eliza, cool. I'm grilling burgers. What kind of seasoning should I get? I don't know, man. Yeah, whatever. Taste buds are taste buds, man. I have no clue what you're into. Yeah, just definitely salt, pepper, garlic, little onion, salt. That's how I roll. That's what I do. Oh, hello from Russia. That's cool, man. We're reaching out to everybody. Oh man, I'm doing awesome this morning, man. I was like I said, I was up at like 3:30. Yeah, hung out with Mrs. Bushcraft before she had to go to work. Had our coffee, and started working on this live chat, which I ended up starting a few minutes late. I was like, maybe I should shift this. You know how it goes. The OCD was kicking in over time, and where we weren't finding symmetry with our layout. So, but it's like, oh, we're past due. We got to start. So, yeah, sometimes I want to start the lives even earlier. Sunday morning lives seem to be pretty fun, and yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just start like when I maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock. Who knows? We'll see how they continue going, but yeah, we definitely moved back from the 8 o'clock time. Cannon brother, how you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. How's your Sunday going? Yeah, all right, Nick. Yeah, we'll definitely have to. Yeah, maybe we'll just start throwing them up earlier. Um, Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. And in fact, a lot of mornings I practice a lot of restraint. I'm like, oh no, wait till 8 because that's what time you scheduled it for. But hey, man, if people want to get up, have coffee, have a social, I'm totally up with it. Yeah, I might even start them when Miss Bushcraft heads to work. I'll set them up Saturday nights or something. Sitting at work, babysitting for 12 hours, man. That's good or bad, man. Hopefully you're, if you're well compensated, it's not that bad. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm rolling, Nick. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's working good for the channel and not fall into that hypocrisy category, things like that. Um, yeah, like I'm not a big fan of massive affiliates, like the endless links, but enough people have talked to me about it where hey, as long as I'm sticking to my channel guidelines and I can definitely stand behind the product, and yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing an affiliate here or there. And I guess it's become like one of those necessary evils. If you're gonna go big on YouTube, or if you're gonna make it on YouTube, you got to kind of roll with it to some degree. Adam Hayes, how you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. How's your weekend going? How's your Fourth of July? This Sunday live, could I have little to do? So it gives me something to do. Dropping every weekend. Yeah. We're definitely going to stay consistent with these lives. So yeah, we'll be here every weekend, no matter what. Um, I'm trying to put together enough members so we can do like members only lives on Saturday nights, and then we'll switch up the format. There won't be any trolls, all that good stuff. A little bit more open discussion. So, but that'll happen when it happens. I know everybody's yeah, the economy is down the shitter right now. So I don't try to push memberships or anything. Good Independence Day brought out all the big fireworks for a backyard show. Oh, nice, Adam. Yeah, that's fun, man. Yeah, private fireworks display with friends and stuff. Yeah, that's the best way to roll. And as long as you got all your digits come the 5th. That's the important part. Yeah. Oh, wow. Hey, this one time at skydive camp, while we're on the subject, probably some of my most fun Fourth of Julys were up at Skydive New England in Lebanon, Maine. Small private airport out in the middle of nowhere, and yeah, we would because there's different firework laws and everything like that. We'd rent one of those 15 passenger vans and drive down south. South of the border. Anybody who's driven, um, down that way, once you get in that area, you can buy some pretty cool fireworks. So we would, two or three of us would jump in the van, take turns driving, drive nonstop, fill up the van with fireworks. We're talking like, a few $1,000s worth of fireworks, and then make the drive back up to Maine. So that was some good times. Skydiving stories there. Um, no, what's chaos got going on? Let me get caught up on the chat here, guys. My plan is to come over to celebrate the big 200. Yeah, 250 years next year. That's going to be awesome. Yeah, that's gonna be a milestone. Milestone. Yeah. Wow, milestone for America. Once more in Englandy there, guy. Um, the Vargo pouch. Oh man. So okay, the Vargo thing. Vargo is one of those buy once cry once deals, right? And this came out to a pretty penny. I went a little over budget. We ended up around like 240 ish or something. I had the paper out Friday night. But yeah, we were up around like 240 ish. But then we got like, if anybody does anything with Vargo, they got a Explore Vargo discount code. That'll give you like 10% off. So we got the 10% off. We ended up around 215. But after you drop $215 on your mess kit and stuff, you're probably going to be on a ramen noodle diet for a while. So, yeah, we got the chopsticks. Um, Titanium chopsticks, right? Doesn't get any cooler than that. So, yeah, these aren't bad. They're like 29.95. Yeah, spend 29.95 to eat some 19-cent ramen noodles. That's the plan. Um, but yeah, these things are great, man. I haven't really gotten to try them out too much yet, but man, it's reminiscent when I was stationed in South Korea. Would go out in the field and they had field Ajima. She had like a GP medium tent, and she was sitting there. You trade in your MRE and you get like a bowl of ramen noodles, some yakimendu, and a Coke. So yeah, that's where I picked up chopsticks from was South Korea. So a little history and a little future. We didn't get titanium chopsticks. We got like those wood ones you break in half and then basically two sticks. But yeah, this is part of the Vargo deal, and I figured something small to throw in the kit, make it a little more fun. I could probably fit that chopstick. Yeah, Chris, you need therapy, dude. Um, I love when there's a story. Yeah, always a story, Nick. So yeah, you know how I am about I'm a gear geek like that, and I think the older I get, the more the stories come in, and that's the story with Vargo. Is yeah, I was given the option to do whatever I want. I don't know, if the person wants to remain anonymous, I totally respect that. But if they want to, they can speak up. All is good here. Um, but I probably should have asked them before. I'll get to that. But yeah, so I was like, I could have done anything I wanted to, and but I'm a geek for sentimental gear nowadays. So I went for the Grail item, and yeah, like I said, the centerpiece is the Vargo Parabottle because the person involved with this, we talk a lot of skydiving. It's awesome. It's a regular thing. We talk privately about it. And yeah, he'll send me videos like, "Is this legit?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, yeah, it's totally legit." Or, "There's no way that's totally, that's some modern AI CGI type stuff." Or, "Yeah, yeah, man, if that's legit, but go check this video out. It's very cool." And yeah, skydiving is a huge part of my history. If anybody doesn't know, I jumped from '93 until 2020. Yeah, skydiving was my career. It was everything up until 2020. So yeah, one of the Grail items I geeked out about was the Vargo Parabottle. Because if there's anybody that can like rock a Parabottle without being a poser, it's me. So, but mainly it's I like the lid attachment to the bottle, which this is the only Thai bottle I've seen that does that. So, yeah, this was a major Grail item, and the next major thing, the thing that's going to go with this is going to be the Grail Titanium Ultra Press. Vargo 1 liter. It's 1,000 milliliter, 32 ounce, whatever, 1 liter. I have Asians say that I'm not Asian because I don't eat with chopsticks. Again, and that's priceless, man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, one step at a time, my man. Rome wasn't built overnight, but yeah, we're putting together a tier 1 kit, and then we're just gonna go out and abuse it and test it, and I have no doubt that a lot of things are gonna stand out. So especially my Phobos knives and stuff like that. Yeah, titanium water bottle. It's buy once, cry once. So odds are you're going to see me rocking at minimum the Vargo Parabottle, along with my Phobos knife and stuff like that. Yeah, there won't be too much change in my gear once we get going. Um, like the core gear will always be the same. Pat, what's happening, brother? How you doing, my man? Always good to see you. How's life treating you? Plus, when you can make your gear way less, well, that's just yeah. Nick, I don't think I'm in the gear that weighs less, but not so I can carry less, so I can like diversify my kit more. Like I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna geek out over the weight differences. Like I don't know. At some point, I'll probably get a wood carving spoon just to see if my theory is right. Like I guarantee you, like this stuff right here weighs less than a decent wood carving spoon. But people will be like, oh, well, what if you lose your spoon? You're stuck, with a spoon carving knife. You can carve spoons all day long. But what if you lose the spoon carving knife if you're going to go down that road, kind of like a mic drop scenario? Yeah, just the what ifs kind of. Oh, yeah, I like a good micarta, man, but I've kind of gone down the carbon fiber road a little bit. And that's, this was my first exposure to carbon fiber scales. I just like the texture, the feel. It's grippy without being too much. And then I ended up getting the Phobos Calcula. This was Eric Hansen's EDC knife, and he sent it to me. This has got carbon fiber scales, and I like the texture and the weight difference. You can notice a weight difference between the like a micarta or a G10 versus carbon fiber for sure. Um, Man, one of these days I'm gonna get a scale and we'll start weighing stuff out. But yeah, all in due time, guys. So yeah, I've had the opportunity to use both micarta and carbon fiber, same exact knife. So it's not, it's same, not almost the same. But I just saw a precision rifle company that's making a complete micarta stock. The rifle's like 5 grand. Or wow, that's definitely gonna be heavy. Yeah, I only own the laminate stuff so far. Yeah, torture test. Yeah, Cannon, we're gonna break stuff, man. Hopefully we don't break too much. Um, but yeah, we're gonna put things through the grinder for sure. Most definitely. Yeah, I guess we'll keep this one here. We'll put this one back. Oh yeah. Yeah, Phobos knives, they come sweet. Like, yeah, the attention to detail is definitely there 100% in everything that Phobos does. But what do you expect from a guy that was a Green Beret for 22 years? He's in the pursuit of excellence, no doubt about it, and it most definitely shows in its work. Yeah, I was using Phobos, years before YouTube, and so it seemed like a natural thing, and things have clicked with Phobos knives and I. So I don't go too far. I don't really see a need to. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The rifle weighs 20 pounds. Yeah, that's a precision rifle. It's got the extra weight, controls the recoil better, all that good stuff. Donnie Bless, good morning to you, brother. How you doing this morning? Always a pleasure, dude. Everybody in here know Donnie Bless. He does custom knives, one of a kinds, and does some awesome work. If you haven't checked him out, please do. Solid Tank Spider Co. US made knives are decent. I'm unfamiliar. Phobos is Phobos. It's for operators by operators. It's owned by Eric Hansen. He's a retired Green Beret of 22 years. He's 18 Delta Special Forces medic, and he did some stuff after active duty. I'm not going to get into it too much. I don't want to mess it up or say the wrong thing, but yeah, he served our country for the better part of 3 decades, and upon his retirement from that, he started making knives, I believe, when he was still in the military. But yeah, he created Phobos knives. So you've got multiple decades that go into his designs. He has limited designs, but man, they're awesome. And yeah, he's so Phobos Knives is a disabled veteran owned business. He's right out of Tennessee, and yeah, all his stuff is made in the USA. Um, Aside from all of that, I know him personally, and I have the utmost respect for the man. So, to me, it's actually more of a privilege to have his knives on this channel. So, yeah, we don't stray too far from that. There's others we support, like Donnie Bless, who's doing one of a kinds. Aries EDC, Scott, he's making some great pocket fixies and stuff like that. So, yeah, we support a few small makers, not a lot. But yeah, our primary is Phobos Nice. We like where he stands and what he does. And yeah, so there's a certain amount of loyalty from me to Phobos Knives, and that's by my choice. And yeah, and I don't get any kickback from Phobos Knives. I don't have an affiliate with them, nor do I want one. It's it is what it is. um, Yeah, Donnie and I have talked a few times. I got a multi-piece kit someday. If I ever produce a long form video and it goes viral or something, Donnie's gonna get a check with some drawings and whatnot. Yeah, I've got a custom set that's gonna be I don't know. It'll be sweet. Oh yeah, solid tank. Yeah, we definitely appreciate that. Let them know you heard it from us, and that, yeah, we appreciate it. But yeah, yeah, I promote Phobos Nice out of preference, and that's where I was before YouTube. So that's me staying genuine on YouTube as well. There's a lot of, I mean, we're living in the golden age of knives. There's a lot of great knife companies out there. I mean, I've checked out some of the stuff from T-Cal, and I've owned Spartan blades and whatnot. So yeah, there's a lot. I could go on and on. But yeah, I just every channel has their thing, and this is the thing here on my channel, and it saves me time. If I were just constantly after knives all the time, I wouldn't have the time to explore the other stuff. I consider the knife to be a centerpiece to the kit for sure. Any kit you're doing, whether EDC, whether it's your folder, it's still the centerpiece. Everything kind of for me is around that. One of mankind's oldest tools, and we've got so much awesome knives out there. Oh, Kane, yeah, you just ordered a TCal Warthog. Oh, I don't know that one off the top of the head. Um, oh, what's the two I'm looking at that TCal has? One of them is the Raider. Oh, what's the other one? It's that big knife. Come on, Nick, help me out. I know you're a TCal fan. Um, oh, the Sapper. The Sapper, that's it. The Sapper and the Raider, because I always do knives in pairs. Um, yeah, if I'm looking at a primary fixed blade, it's got to have a little buddy. I don't know why. That's just how I roll. It is what it is. But hey, I dig it, and that's what matters. Yeah. So, but yeah, I've got so much to do before I get to other knives. Like I enjoy checking them out. Man, I like geeking out on knives. I can watch knife channels and for hours and hours. Live chats, especially. You guys see me out there all the time, In fact, last night, Mrs. Bushcraft and I were hanging out with Burkel Cerakote. He hit 500 subscribers, and he's coming out with four of his own designs for knives that he's custom Cerakoting as well. He's got the prototypes, and yeah, I think he's gonna do well with it. El bro, cause yo, can I have? Yeah, I get you. Everybody can have a knife in America. Um, or I think I got partials. Opinion on cheap EDC knives. Uh, don't want to lose something pricey. Um, yeah, my opinion on cheap EDC knives, don't do it, you know. A part of you saying it's being frugal, but really there's a difference between being frugal and being cheap. If you're buying something that's, low quality, you're going to end up rebuying it and rebuying it and rebuying it. In the end, you'll spend more money than if you bought quality up front. If you lose it, man, that goes with everything. Um, try a dummy cord, lanyard, or something like that, or just develop habits that prevent you from losing it. That's what I haven't lost anything in quite a last time I lost something, I lost my tent poles in Wilmington, North Carolina. That sucked, but hey, yeah, it happens from time to time. But yeah, we try to prevent that. Yeah, Kane Burkles has knives now. He's got the prototypes out. I did a community post from his live chat. So if yeah, or go to Burkel's Cerakote. I don't know if anybody has a link. I'm not real good at that stuff while I'm live. But yeah, Burkel's, he did a live last night. It was big fun too. Had a random little giveaway and stuff. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, Burkel's has got four designs. There's Burkel's right now. Yeah, brother man. Yeah, Burkel's, drop your channel link as well. That's weird, man. Every time I start talking about somebody on this channel, they show up. It's weird, um, but it's fun too. But has anybody else noticed that, or is that just me? No. Burkel Cerakote. Um, yeah. So while you're here, Burkels, yeah, man. Thanks for the good time last night. Yeah, even Mrs. Bushcraft joined in, and yeah, yeah, we were laughing. That was a good time. Lots of fun. And congratulations on hitting 500 subscribers, dude. Yeah, let's get him to 1,000 now. That's the next one. Let's just skip right to 1,000 and bang it out. Yeah, Burkles does a lot of Cerakote. Even yeah, Cerakote anything just about as long as it's Cerakotable. Cerakotable, is that a word? But yeah, he does great stuff. He did an awesome job on a Slingshot frame, Leon squat shot. Yeah, he had a custom frame design, and Burkles did a great Cerakote on that. Apparently, spelling isn't either. Attention is my strong suit. Simba US, we could be. I don't know, man. We try not to though. But all is good. All is good. Have you ever messed around with hydro drip? Oh, okay. Yeah, he's asking Burkles. All hand ground the USA at him. Yeah, there's some great designs. The prototypes look great, and so I imagine the end product is going to look even better. I think, yeah, all prototypes have some fault into them. They're prototypes; they're not invested into as heavily because what if you don't like the prototype? Then you're not going to proceed to the finished product. So, hell, man, we had prototype wingsuits, man, and we would they weren't built as well as the production ones. I mean, they were built well enough to withstand the jumps most of the time. But yeah, we had some prototypes that were like, yeah, we're not changing that design. The old version's better, or not quite where we wanted it to be. So we got to continue the R&D on it. Yeah, my so-called smartphone is. Right. What yeah. Yeah. Autocorrect making us all look like idiots and assholes. You gotta love autocorrect. Can't. I wish we could disable that. I could deal with a standard typo over autocorrect making us look like idiots. Um, yeah, yeah, I've gone down the research road, and I'm not, man, I can't remember all the chemicals and all that, but yeah, Cerakote is definitely up there. So, some would even say better than the DLC or PVD in most applications and whatnot. But we're gonna be we're gonna be putting that to the test as well. There's a whole list of stuff I got going that we're gonna send to Burkels, and we're gonna do. It's gonna be part of the overall Grail kit. I mean, it's not a cool kit. If it doesn't match, it doesn't match. It's just a bunch of junk thrown together. But yeah, we're gonna geek out on this someday. And in fact, there's some things I've got a backup for. So like yeah, I'll still be able to have a tool while it's shipped out to Burkel. So a new coating hermit is you can turn it off, Pat. Dude, you got to teach me. I have no clue. What kind of phone do you have? I would love to turn off autocorrect. Yeah, like I said, I can handle the occasional typo. Like that's just going to be part of life. But yeah, the autocorrect is just a bit much sometimes. Haley, how you doing? No, man, I don't do cars. I'm not even lying. It's yeah, I love it when they're like I get that phone call where your your automotive warranty is about to expire. It's like, dumbass, I haven't driven a car in 18 years. Don't plan on it anytime soon either. I'm thinking maybe about 60ish. I'm gonna get a pickup truck. As long as Mrs. Bushcraft's health hangs out. She's the driver here. She does the driving. I do the cycling. So yeah, sorry, dude. No edit. Oh, Jeep Cherokee. Yeah, those are nice, Donnie. For sure. Oh yeah, sweet Nick. Yeah, I'd appreciate that, man. Yeah, I have a Samsung, so I know it's a little bit different than the iPhones and stuff, but yeah, yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft is at work right now doing the work thing. But who knows? Maybe she'll drop in here on break. Sometimes she does. She'll escape the rat race to join in our fun and probably to check in to see if we're burning shit. But yeah, man, I've got the Note 9 and I've had it for like 8 years. Yeah, I'm kind of like the Sigma, and that's the Sigma in me. Yeah, I won't replace it if it's still working. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And this phone has been great. Yeah, I've had it for like 8 years. The battery still charges fine and everything. Yeah, I maintenance it. I don't. Yeah, I try to treat the battery nice, but yeah, 8 years now, and hey, it's built this YouTube channel. Like 100% of anything that goes on YouTube has come off of this phone. So yeah, I love the Samsung. The only downside is I have that OtterBox Defender case, and it's to the point now it's disintegrating. Um, so I gotta. It's hard to find a case because the phone's 8 years old. So I might upgrade them for YouTube though, YouTube purposes, right? I'll end up upgrading my phone at some point to increase the video quality. The one downside to this Note 9, I don't know if it's this one or all of them, but the audio is crap. Um, yeah, I've tried going out in the woods, and yeah, as soon as I go like 5 or 10 feet away, it sounds horrible. So yeah, the microphone isn't all that great. Make sure the house is still standing. Yeah, yeah, she makes sure the house is still standing. We haven't burnt the place down. I gotta do a little bit less of that. I'm still cleaning the walls and the ceiling and everything from all the soot. It's horrible. It's kind of borderline ghetto. But yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft was like, you got to clean that doorway better, and yeah, yeah, because the way I have it, it's like overhead. So I'm talking to like I could, yeah. The phone is only like 6 inches away. Like not even. That's why the audio is good. But if you get like 10 feet away in a little bit of crosswind or any wind at all, and yeah, the sound just goes down the pooper. The Samsung. Yeah, how new is the S25? Is that like the newest? I don't really keep track of technical stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I just don't. Sorry. Yeah, I'm beyond. I'm like 10 levels from that, Nick. It's just not that I'm not a tech guy. It's like I'm a full-blown tech tard. Like, yeah, I am not one with the technologies. I'm a hands-on kind of. Yeah. Square body. Yeah, the Cherokees. Yeah, like yeah, YouTube is way outside my comfort zone. Not yet, not just, yeah, the technology and stuff. I'm not gonna lie, the day I can have an editor or something like that, that would be great. Trying to edit is just wow. Yeah, especially yeah, we won't go down that road. Yeah, S25, one of the newest ones. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, so we've got all kinds of technology upgrades. We're going to be making not anything super, but yeah, someday I'll get to the lighting. We'll have better lighting for the lives and stuff. Um, yeah, still on the S22. So what would be the new version of the Note 9 if anybody knows? Like yeah, I have the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, and yeah, like I said, it's 8 years old, but the S25 is the newest. The AI features are mandatory and terrible. It's just releasing. iPhone is about to drop a new model of the same old thing next month. Yeah, I'm definitely yeah. We won't be seeing AI on this channel. Not no way. Yeah, we're just keeping it all original. I mean, for me, I think I'm gonna stop the technologies at like the StreamYard or something, so I can have some banners or something. Or yeah, I guess it's better for like multi-camera use. Like at some point, we're gonna get Eric Hansen on here for a live. I just haven't had the technologies. Um, he's been in the live. He's been in the chat, but not on the like on this part. So we'll get to that. But yeah, that'll be an awesome thing when we maybe I can do it by Christmas or something. That'll be our Christmas treat as well. We'll have a little Christmas party with Eric Hansen, the owner of Phobos Knives. Oh yeah, Pat, and they keep tricking us, man. They keep tricking us with the AI videos. Yeah, like you'll click on something thinking it's almost real, but then you find out like, oh, that can't be real, and you find out it's AI, and it's like I've been duped. I could care less about what a computer is creating. Like that's my thing with YouTube. That's what drew me to YouTube was the smaller channels, the one-on-one, like just being able to interact with people rather than just being like some mindless bot in front of cable or whatever. Now, I've never had cable. I've never wanted it. It's not a thing for me. Yeah, the AI ads. Yeah, the AI videos and stuff. Yeah, we won't do anything like that. Um, we might have some special effects for humor, but that's about it, and it'll just be humor. But it won't be AI stuff. If I can find like a 1995 graphics, I'll rock that. You're more apt to see Pac-Man or Q-Bird or that like that level of graphics. Yeah, yeah, Nick, and that's a huge part. I've made a lot of friends here on YouTube, and it's kind of like, man, I remember being a teenager. You go to the mall or something to pick something up, and for me it was the mall in New Hampshire, in Manchester, New Hampshire. And we would go into I'd always usually go in through the food court. Why not? And there's always some old guys sitting around having their coffee, having a social and stuff like that. And for me, that's what this is. This is, like the modern version. Like the mall here doesn't exist anymore. Like they closed down our local mall. There's no mall. So that's not even an option. So yeah, that's what the Sunday morning socials are about. It's, having a cup of coffee and socializing with friends and stuff. Casper had a shorty E van with the 300. Nobody wants to pay a graphic artist anymore, just as AI. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pat's definitely right. B&A. Yeah, yeah. Nobody. I don't know. I'll still pay a graphic design guy. Just like the patches. That's stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not gonna do AI. This is gonna and it's gonna be outdoors or this stuff. Like we'll do the real deal. Cannon, you are the comic relief, brother. That's why you're our official representative of the Jarhead clan. We appreciate you, man. Would somebody throw Cannon a crayon? I think he's getting upset. I know we know it's gonna be a red crayon too, brother. We got you covered. Yeah, that was priceless. Mrs. Bushcraft came in with like the red assortment pack just for Kaon. Cannon. Yeah, I don't know where that went. I don't even know where she got it from. I didn't know we had that stuff. Oh yeah, yeah. Solid tank. The mall was the thing. I wasn't a big Molly, but yeah, I didn't mind going to the mall. You always see some friends from school, have some random socials. I guess it was our version of social media. Like how you get into death scrolling. Like you jump on for something quick. Like my buddy's doing a live. I'll jump on and watch it. But then now he's doing a live, so you continue on, and before you know it, your 10-minute social media experience turns into like 2 or 3 hours. That was the mall in like the late '80s, early '90s when I was going. You would go there for a shirt for something, and in and out 20 minutes, right? But then you run into a couple friends, and 2 hours, 3 hours later, you're still having a social at the mall. Oh yeah, Radio Shack. And what's that? What's a store with all the really cool gadgets? Um, Brickstone or something like that. You guys remember that? Yeah, they had all this high tech gadgetry. Like the pocket television, and yeah, just random cool technologies. Yeah, yeah, Spencer's. Yeah, I think there's still a few of those open. Adam Hayes, right? Brookstone, exactly. You nailed it, man. Brookstone. That was, and Nick Martino got it as well. That was the gadget capital. Like that, I don't know. I would rate that above Radio Shack. I was in the Radio Shack in 2018 in Derby, Kansas. It's no longer there. Yeah, nobody fixes anything anymore. It's all that throwaway Chinese stuff. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, man, China's been taking advantage of us for decades and they just the stuff's gotten so cheap and chintzy. Yeah, that's why I do my best not to buy anything from China. I really do. Yeah, I've even got Mrs. Bushcraft and the kids and everybody I can talk to is looking into the like let's take a look at the label. Let's see who we're really supporting. And yeah, when it comes to shout outs and stuff from this channel and from people doing stuff, whether it's Donnie Bless making custom knives, Burkel Cerakote's a small business. He's a growing small business. We'll shout him out. And yeah, he does quality work. They both do. So yeah, yeah, quality over quantity. Buy once, cry once, and by all means, support American products as much as you can. I haven't been disappointed with anything I've bought USA wise. Try finding a good hat that's made in the USA. It's hard. Yeah, exactly, Nick. Leon, what's happening? Good morning, brother. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. We were talking about Leon earlier too, in reference to Burkel Cerakote and the fine job that Burkels did on Leon's custom frame there. How's that holding up for you, Leon? Jack and the Beanstalk, Bushlight USA, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I would. I don't know. I'm not. I don't really drink all that often anymore. But I would maybe pick up a little some Samuel Adams or Yingling. Anybody try Yingling? That's a Pennsylvania brand there. Yeah, I want hats made here. I want clothes made here. But I think the more we transfer how we spend our money, the more that's going to become available. But people have to change how they're doing things for that to happen. Like we've got to make it equitable for companies to do that. Yeah, Yingling is a popular one. Yeah, for sure. You got to drive to Ohio for Yingling. I miss the 1990 San M's. Like most things. Yeah, yeah, solid tasks. Man, things have changed. I think a lot of it is just yeah, they've progressively changed, but I think 2020 rapidly changed that. It changed the way the world works, the way the world thinks, and yeah, we I guess we got to get back to a simpler way of thinking. Yeah, yeah, Cerakote is awesome, right on, Leon. Yeah, and Burkel's does an awesome job. So, oh, where I miss Germany. Oh, Daisy Cutter, Grüß dich. So yeah, it's going to be a collective effort, and man, I'm shocked at the amount of hate I've gotten for supporting American products and American values, the American way of life. But I'm okay with that. I don't care. I'm not going to change that for a second. We're going to continue supporting American products and the American way of life, American values, and American companies. Like I thoroughly enjoy that. One part of doing YouTube I didn't take into consideration was that. But I'm digging it. I love supporting American companies. There's a certain amount of pleasure in that, at least for me. Web shooter slings, how you doing? Yeah, solid tank, love it or leave it, right? Exactly. I am, man. If this country sucks so bad, then why are there tens of millions of people breaking into this country wanting to live the way we live? Yeah, that's yeah, American haters. What? Yeah, they're not welcome here. Yeah, I try to welcome everybody, but yeah, love it or leave it. And they spend all that time hating. If you genuinely hate it that much, buy yourself a plane ticket. Go someplace else. Go break into somebody else's country if it's so freaking trendy. Oh, and I miss Angelo. How you going? America, Uncle Sam's voice. Yeah, just getting caught up on the comments, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, yeah, I'm all for that. Yeah, get rid of the haters. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I appreciate America for sure, and all my fellow veterans, and just the Americans that support the American way of life. Like chasing your dream is the American dream still exists. If you make it, you got to make it though. They don't want to live our way. Yeah, yeah. If you don't want to assimilate, then yeah, we're yeah. I agree. Like if you're running from that evil, unfortunate situation and all that stuff, then why are you bringing it with you? Like you should, like we have a great way of life. We just got to continue it. Um, Dean P, how you doing? Good morning, brother. Dude, yeah, I saw that patch you got, man. That thing was solid. Yeah, I saw that community post. I hate Eastern and Western Europe. You don't see me trying to sneak in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not going to try to break into a country I hate. That's just make it make sense. Oh yeah, yeah, Dean, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you're stoked. Sometimes it's the simpler things in life that are extremely satisfying, and yeah, that there looked like a trophy piece for sure. Absolutely priceless. Yeah, we'll have to share that out somehow. Yeah, yeah, that country stinks. Let's sneak in there and complain about it. And they're all like, yeah, all this. They're worried about cutting welfare and everything like that. It's like, how many millions of people are scamming the system? How many millions of people that are here illegally are we supporting? Well, they're not taking anything away from the citizens of America. They're taking it away from people that are straight up robbing us and laughing in our face. Sorry, all the contractors are in sight. Gotta go babysit, gentlemen. Yeah, right on, Cannon. Hey, take care, brother. Have a good day. We'll see you soon for sure. But yeah, we still got a bunch of these left, guys. Um, the Troll Sniper tabs and the Troll Hunting Club FAFO division. Yeah, we still got a bunch of those. So anybody interested, like hit me up on Instagram or shoot me an email. They're still they're $20 for both shipped. Yeah, yeah, and that's the whole thing. It's all their scam. Yeah, they're selling them for 50 cents on the dollar, complaining they need more, popping out more degenerate children that aren't going to have a proper upbringing because they weren't brought into this world because they wanted to create a family. They just wanted to scam the system more. Like that's a horrible thing. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. It makes sense though, right? Um, yeah, I was also raised on it, blessed to be a provider now. Exactly, yeah, man. Um, Yeah, the more kids, the more money. Like, yeah, they're not trying to be a family. They're just trying to scam our system, or the people that come here and then ship. They come here, work illegally, and they ship all the money back to where they came from. I've met a few of them, like firsthand, and I was grossly disappointed by the people I was working for when I found that out. But yeah, yeah, that's why Mexico wants to keep doing the thing because the illegal money that's shipped back to Mexico is the second biggest contributor to their GDP. So if we shut down the border and get rid of all these workers, then Mexico is going to take a financial whooping. I wonder if China still limits the number of kids you can have. I don't think they limit it anymore. Maybe I've got three amusements alone. $100 American is like 1,000 pesos in Mexico. It's a good system. Yeah, yeah. That's why they're breaking in here. It's insane, guys. It really is. What are we gonna do? What we're gonna? Yeah, it's gonna work itself out. They're yeah. In fact, I I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna start getting a mug and I'm gonna fill it with ice. I'm gonna put it out here and in support. Like not just of cold beverages, but y'all know what I'm saying, right? That alligator Alcatraz too is awesome. Got to give a shout out for that. Um, what? Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, something's got to be done. It's the reason why wages are crap. When you've got millions and millions of people working under the table and for less money, then yeah, that has a serious effect on supply and demand and things. Yeah, they do run it like a business, but yeah, go figure, right? But hey, what can you do? I guess hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I guess that's why you don't go down the road of politics or anything like that because yeah, the social media, right? Yeah, yeah, rent prices as well. Yeah, when you've got millions and millions of extra people competing for housing, yeah, it has an extreme effect on economy in a lot of different ways, and none of it's really positive. Not only under the table, they'll come and scoop up all the minimum wage jobs just to keep the wages down. Yep. They should make the price ultralight camping gear cheaper. Yeah, Dean, I'm sure they will. I'm sure the price will come down too, and that comes. Yeah, with production, the more people that get into it, the more common it becomes. Yeah, hopefully it comes down. There's some stuff out there I've looked at that just a little bit too high. Um, I'm trying to fix my garage. Does anybody recommend a standard cleaning method? What are your thoughts on corporate buying up single family homes? Um, yeah, I don't believe in corporate purchasing of residential real estate and stuff like that. Like, yeah, they're turning it into a monopoly, is what they're doing, and that also has a negative effect on everything. Like, yeah, I can tell you in 3 years, our rent went from $1,200 a month to $2,700 a month. So, yeah, something's got to give because the pay didn't match. That's for sure. Not like we've been getting these massive raises. In fact, if anything, there's been massive pay cuts. Um, yeah, that's yeah, you'll oh, what is that stupid saying they've got? You'll be broke and be happy or something. Or you'll own nothing and be happy. They're definitely working on it for sure. Yeah, it's 100% true that we sell out land to non-Americans. In fact, Daniel Webster College, right down by Nashua, New Hampshire, just got bought out. Oh, it got bought out a few years ago by China. What purpose does China have with Daniel Webster College? I have no clue. But yeah, they also bought another building, another large building in Nashua, New Hampshire, right next to the water source, the local drinking water, and they plan to start selling bottled water. So China's going to sell us bottled water right here in Nashua, New Hampshire. And the Daniel Webster College is right next to the airport. So, but what business does China? I don't think we should sell land to especially competitors and people that are outright trying to destroy the United States. Yeah, China's bought land around military bases, air bases, and stuff like that. Doesn't make any sense. Why are we allowing somebody who want? Yeah, they don't have our best interest in mind. That's for sure. Yeah, yeah, John. Yeah, I'm a veteran as well. I'm friends with a lot of veterans. There's a lot of veterans in here, and it sucks to watch our country get sold out from underneath us. It really does. I don't know how else to put that. Yeah, yeah, they're trying to get us back into serfdom where, yeah, you're happy with three hots and a cot, but that's just not the American way of life. It really isn't. And yeah, I think that's what 2020 was all about, the whole scamdemic. If you notice who made the money and who lost their business, I'm one of the people that lost their businesses from 2020. We could not do tandem skydives and whatnot. We couldn't skydive because of that 6 foot rule. And without skydiving, there's no parachute packing, and it wasn't long before the skydive center I was contracted through went out of business. Because yeah, that 2 weeks to flatten the curve turned into 2 weeks to flatten everybody's life. So yeah, yeah, that just I think I don't think it had anything to do with saving people from illness. It had everything to do with, exchanging wealth and stuff like that. Like, that was the biggest transfer of wealth in human history. Like, more people got poor, more smaller businesses went out of business, and the rich people they just got richer. The Walmart, the Target. So yeah, it didn't make any sense. Oh, right on. Yeah, combat engineer. Thanks for your service, brother. Oh, another Jarhead clan member. Did you come in here with cannon? I'm just kidding, brother. You know how it is. Semper Fi from an army guy, bro. But it just, it wouldn't be real if I didn't give you any shit about it. Yeah, compliance experiment, definitely. Anyone else getting Indians calling from Denver, Colorado numbers asking for social security numbers? Um, yeah, yeah, right on, brother John. You know what I'm talking about. In fact, yeah, John. After this, after my live is done, I think he's going live today. We go over to Grumpy Grunts, and Grumpy Grunt is he's one of my favorite members of the Jarhead clan. We absolutely love that dude, and yeah, he's my brunch time coffee. I have the morning coffee with Mrs. Bushcraft and you guys, and then when we're done here, it's brunch time coffee over at Grumpy Grunt. Awesome dude. Yeah, random conversation. We talk about gear and hammocks and all that, and Army ain't ready, ain't real Marines yet. Yeah, yeah, it's like the USMC Uncle Sam's Misguided Children. We got you. We got you. Return fire, fire for effect. Angel Akinor is 130 for the year, and it's oh man, yeah, John, you would love one of my family reunions. Well, we don't have them anymore. My grandparents have since passed, but pretty much everybody in my family goes in the military to the point. My grandparents on my mother's side, my grandfather was an Air Force guy. He was a Zoomy, and but my grandmother was the Marine. And we've got everybody in there. You know, we've got Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, all of them. Yeah, also, I've got an uncle, and my older brother was a Marine. I got two cousins that went to West Point. Yeah, it gets nasty real fast up in a family reunion. Um, the only thing I don't know that we've ever had anybody from the Coast Guard. I think if somebody joined the Coast Guard, we would have just exiled them from the family. So I don't know about that, but the four other branches are solid for sure. We've got multiples of everything, and everybody from cook to pilot. Um, yeah, my grandfather on my father's side, he was a UH-1B Huey pilot. Well, I think YouTube got mad at me. Yeah, we got booted for sure. But yeah, it used to be a grand time. Everybody, like I said, we've got all sorts of military. So um, yeah, we most definitely support our veterans here. It's not just our brothers and sisters, but yeah, anybody who serves, and we'll even include the Coast Guard. I'm still on the fence about the Space Force. Anybody got any opinion on that one? I have no clue what's going on with that. I just know it's a thing, but I'm not sure if we're going to categorize them with the four main branches of the Coast Guard. We haven't decided yet. Yeah, yeah, man, it's sad, but hey, man, that's why we put out our U.S. swag every time now. Yeah, I heard that there's people that live in the United States that are actually offended by the U.S. flag. So yeah, if you're triggered by the U.S. flag, this probably ain't the channel for you. I'm not going to be bashful about it. Yeah, yeah, the Huey's the coolest helicopter ever. I agree. Like I like the Blackhawks, but yeah, I'm a huge Huey fan. I actually, man, I got to jump out of a. I can't tell you exactly what model of Huey it was, but yeah, I got to do multiple jumps down in Punta Gorda, Florida. The airport that I was at, the guy rebuilt Huey's and he was contracted from Florida. He did mosquito spraying and stuff, but he had just finished maintenance and everything. He had to do a test flight, and he's like, "Hey, you guys want to do a jump?" And we're like, "Yeah." Like, how much you want? And he's like, "Oh, we're going up anyhow. Just come up." And we got multiple free jumps out of classic Huey's, man. Probably some of the most monumental skydives I ever made. Oh, my dream is a CH-53 Sea Stallion. Yeah, those are sweet as well. Um, it's all the Kamala sporters. But yeah, I'm a huge fan. Yeah, my grandfather, like I said, he was a UH-1B pilot, so I was always like, and he had thousands of hours and yeah, awesome stuff. In fact, some of the missions that he did were in Vietnam with the Agent Orange, and they were doing like low altitude flybys. It was hot there, so they had the doors off. classic Huey style, Vietnam style Huey flying. And but unfortunately, it was kicking a lot of the Agent Orange. It was like just circulating it right through the cockpit. So yeah, my grandfather ended up passing of cancer from Agent Orange. But yeah, Huey pilot nonetheless. If you're offended by a flag, you shouldn't be living under it. Anytime my maple leaf went up, stars and bars was right beside it. Yeah, exactly, man. Um, YouTube knows you're preaching the truth, and now they're throwing a shadow ban. Yeah, that's how it happens, man. That's unfortunately, or yeah, you say the wrong thing and people get sensitive. But like, yeah, you're not allowed to have an opinion, and but hey, it is what it is. I can't help it. Yeah, the whole ICE controversy right now. Some people are upset about it. Other people are celebrating it. But I say if you broke into our country illegally, you should be deported. You are not a citizen of the United States. You don't have the rights of a citizen because you're not one. And yeah, you should be collected and deported back to your point of origin. And yeah, and yeah, that it just make it make sense, right? I made friends with an old bar owner that had Agent Orange poisoning. Dude, yeah, yeah, Pat. It's man, I saw my grandfather go through some terrible stuff. He was younger. I was young, like in the single digits, young when he passed. But I still remember him. He was an awesome dude. But yeah, it wasn't a nice, peaceful in the middle of the night kind of passing thing. He went through a few years of dealing with issues and stuff. I was too young to remember too much of it, like the specifics, but I remember him always being tired and sick, but still trying to, hang out with the family. He ended up, he spent his last couple of years living with my parents, with us. So I was fortunate in that, and he didn't like following rules and stuff. He would break the rules. He was giving us kids candy all the time and stuff. So yeah, good time. But yeah, in fact, I think Grumpy's going live today. Yeah, no doubt I got shadow banned. Wow. Um, yeah, that completely crashed. Shadow banned, or some people just got butt hurt, or they can't deal with reality. I think that's part of the American problem right now. Is too many people are overindulging in simple stuff, and they don't want to deal with the reality that we're dealing with. It's easier to go stick your head in your hobby than to deal with the reality of it. Unfortunately, it's the truth. But yeah, yeah. Now I'm down to 4 viewers. That's awesome. So I guess maybe keep my opinion out of stuff, huh? But hell, I guess that's all part of their plan, divide and conquer, right? And this is a great example of it. This is how they create division, whether it's social, political, racial, religious. Um, yeah, it's all about divide and conquer. And tell me we're not being controlled, right? But yeah, it seems. I don't know, man. Um, yeah, it is what it is, right? They have us so politically divided already. It's working very. Yeah, there's multiple levels of it, and this is a great example of it. Yeah, this live right here speaks for itself. Like yeah, last Sunday I got 5,500 views or something, and now I'll get 10% of that. Um, because I spoke up about something. Yeah. And the reaction from some of the people in the comment section, that's priceless. That is priceless. I guess I just need to stand firm and uh, take the lickings. Um, yeah, I'm not going to give up. That's for sure. That's what they want to happen. That's why. But I guess that this is how it's forced into happening. Like, it's a crying shame. Yeah, so much for your First Amendment right. That doesn't exist anymore. Your First Amendment is gone every time you sign up to an app, and yeah, they couldn't change the First Amendment through government, so they're changing the First Amendment through social media by the terms of service, and they control it. It's been proven time and time again on multiple levels that yeah, this is how they control what how people communicate. Yeah, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Yeah, and then but it is, like I guess, my original intention was to do a bushcraft channel. A little bit of adventure, some bike packing, some hiking, backpacking, whatever you want to call it. They've even going to divide that into 18 different categories for every sport. Like, yeah, you just don't go cycling anymore. You got to pick one of 27 disciplines. But yeah, yeah, Pat, spot on, man. That's exactly. Yeah, that's not so much an entertaining movie anymore as it is a documentary. In fact, it's followed up with Idiocracy. That was meant to be a comedy, but it's sadly becoming a documentary. But what can we do about it typically, right? Um, yeah, wow, that's kind of it's rough trying to build a YouTube channel and then you say the littlest wrong thing and wow, there it crashes and there goes your thousands of hours of effort. It's that gets discouraging pretty quick. Yeah, Brave New World. Yeah, yeah. Wow. I'm sorry, guys. I'm at a loss for words at the moment because, when you watch things unfold in front of your face and you're like, nah, I don't know. I guess I'll stick to it. Yeah, I'm gonna just continue pooping on poo-poo Chinese knives. I guess. I was trying to have a slightly different opinion on that, but yeah, screw it. I'm not gonna change my opinion because, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what you got to lick the boots for more subscribers. You got to coddle and cater to the smallest minority of people. Yeah, the smallest percentage of people. They need the attention. I don't know. I figured I'd use scamdemic instead of just straight up saying what it was, because actually that's what it was a scamdemic. But I wonder if they've labeled that word now too, or yeah, I don't know. Or yeah, it was probably talking about ice. That's no doubt about it. That clearly upsets a few people, but yeah, I'm fresh out of give a shits. So it is what it is. Yeah, I'm a citizen of this country. I'm not allowed to break the law. If I go out there right now and break the law, the cops are going to come and arrest me, and I'm going to pay for it. Um, so why do they get to? Why is it we have veterans that are homeless, but people that are criminals are putting in 5-star hotels, given 3 very nice meals a day? I don't understand it. Got a piloted woodpecker above me. Um, yeah, yeah, I'm Gen X as well, but man, yeah, I don't know. I guess keep grinding it, but yeah, I don't know. Um, yeah, you can only give so much, and before you're changing who you are, and that's where I draw the line at this point. Like I'm not gonna change who I am to be on YouTube. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how all of it's working out now. I guess I guess as long as you're shilling cheap Chinese products, lying to everybody, I guess that's how you make it. I was talking to somebody the other night, and I was questioning whether or not is this actually for me. because of stuff like that. Like, how much do you cave? How much do you give in? And I'm not really all that interested in doing that. Um, I do put a bunch of time in. I decided like 6 months ago I was going to try to make something of this channel, but yeah, I'm just not going to shill for cheap Chinese crap and stuff like that. In fact, I don't even get offers anymore. Um, like, yeah, I don't get those all those free knife offers and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't get any of that anymore. Everything I do on this channel is ends up being paid for. They don't want people pushing quality American products with a U.S. flag out there. They want people supporting China, and like, yeah, make it make sense. Like, who's in the wrong? Like, yeah, people supporting Chinese products are praised. Oh, what a wonderful channel that is. But that's pretty as much anti-American as you can get. And then they attack people like me that support America, that's support the legal system to some degree. Um, like, why are we the only country that everybody's allowed to break into? Go ahead, try breaking into some of these other countries. In fact, take a look at Mexico's immigration laws. Like, look at the high standards you have to meet to get to Mexico. But anybody can come here, and they've been bringing nothing but trash in here. And it's all political. Yeah, so that's what it is. If you talk about politics, if you give a perspective, like, I watch some channels and I wonder how they make it, because they get way more in depth about this stuff than I do. I don't even intend to. It just happens that way. Yeah, yeah, they make. Oh well, what if you lose it? Well, be more responsible. Be a fucking grown up. How difficult is that? Like, yeah, you're gonna lose stuff in life. It's gonna happen. Odds are you didn't lose it. Somebody stole it. Is the sad reality of it. Yeah, the amount of thievery in this world now is just mind-boggling. But yeah, I've seen other channels that try to support American stuff. Um, they get prosecuted just as much. I get attacked in comments a lot if I mention that I buy American knives only. I'm only stating my position, not telling others what they. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's where I'm at, Pat. Um, is yeah, I've been given crap for supporting American products, or like, I won't say anything negative while I'm in somebody else's live chat. The closest I come is I'll ask, do you have any American knives? Like, do you have any knives made in the USA? And if they don't, I just don't watch a channel anymore. Like, you're not going to show me anything I want, then I'm not going to waste my time um, watching your QVC Chinese products. Um, I always tried financially support American made when I couldn't find it here, but the duties they charge me as opposed to Chinese junk. Yeah, and that's why they're at cahoots right now, because China's been taking advantage of us for decades, and the politicians let it happen. They don't pay tariffs on U.S. products. But we're constantly buying their junk that's gotten cheaper and cheaper and just falls apart. Uh, and as soon as the United States started throwing tariffs on people, they all started crying. But why do they all get to charge us, but we don't get to charge them? Like, why are we financing the world? Why are we policing the world? Like, um, yeah, it really needs to. Yeah, the whole America First thing isn't it? It's legit. It's serious. Uh, May your kids and grandkids forgive you for not supporting your own country, but choose to support our number. Yeah, yeah, and that's you guys have heard me say it here, um, and my family especially, Americans all the way across the board, gave their lives to fight communism. Like, Americans gave their lives to fight communism, and now Americans are financing it. Like, make that make sense. It just doesn't make any sense at all. And the idiot Americans, and that's what I'm being conservative when I call them idiot Americans, that come after us because we want to support American products. Dude, there's something wrong with you, not with me. You're the one with the issue. Yeah, all those people that have come in here and harassed me, or in another live or something, because I support American products, America First type stuff. You're the one with the issue, not me. Like, yeah, yeah, may your kids and your grandkids suffer your ignorance. I'd rather put in a good word for whatever I can do. I don't know. But yeah, YouTube is. I don't know what to. I don't know. And people say, well, American sells it. Must be okay. I really hate that. Yeah, yeah, and but look at the companies that are doing it. Look at Walmart, right? Like Walmart has got to be one of the worst things that ever happened to America. It's follow the story. It's sad. It was the sad part is Mr. Walton was a Green Beret, a veteran of Vietnam. He's the one that founded Walmart, and look what it's become. Like 43% of people that work for Walmart qualify for welfare. They get food stamps and whatever else. I don't know all that much about it, but 43% of them get that. And then 60% of them end up spending their money to get at Walmart to get their discount because they can't afford anything because they're paid so low. And yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. So basically, the American people through welfare are supporting or subsidizing Walmart. And look what Walmart does. They got record profits quarter after quarter after quarter. They just constantly making their billions. Meanwhile, the people working for them are collecting welfare, spending it at Walmart. And wasn't it Little Miss Fancy Pants heiress Walton that was financing some of this crap going on in L.A. and everything? Like, yeah, Little Miss Eris Walton spent $100 million towards that. Like, it was all over YouTube. I saw quite a bit of it. But yeah, and they put everybody out of business. So there are no options now. The mom and pop shop can't compete with the Chinese crap products. And then people go, oh, but it's cheaper. You're right, it is cheap. It's cheap junk, and it's just gonna break and fall apart. Yeah, I'm just getting caught up on the comments though. Oh yeah, over like what is it, 90 million businesses or something got shipped out to to China, to Mexico. Automotive stuff sent to Canada and Mexico, China. Yeah, it's hard. In fact, sometimes you think you're buying an American product. It's just been rebranded. It's tough. It's especially electronics and stuff. It's extremely difficult to do that. And that's why I do what I do on here. I figure, if I'm gonna get on here and be a voice, if I'm gonna have a public opinion, then I got to speak about some of this stuff, and some of it's just, you know, I don't know. uh, yeah, I do. I get boycotted a lot from it. Not just from YouTube, but from the people on YouTube, from the different YouTube cults. The people that want to monopolize certain things, and yeah, I've caught so much slack from the. In fact, that's the one thing I wasn't prepared for YouTube. Like, I started doing the research. I watched all the vidIQ and the, channel makers, channels and stuff like that, learning how to do YouTube and trying to do the right thing. But that is one thing that nobody talks about. They don't talk about, like, oh, and if there's a social group on YouTube that disagrees with you, they're going to come and harass you and do everything they can to destroy your channel. And they do exist. Like, yeah, at first you don't want to believe it. You're like, come on, man, don't people have better things to do with their time? But hey, man, it's no different than some of these people look at it as, like, if you're a McDonald's on the main street, and then a Wendy's, and then a Burger King, and then a Checkers, and whatever, so on and so forth, they all come in. They view you as competition, and if you're saying something they don't like, or you're pointing out some of the crooked stuff that they do, they don't like it, and you don't have to say a channel name. I haven't said a channel name, but they've come after me nonetheless, and a lot of people know it. They even have like background communications. Like they'll conspire on Discord or something like that, or on Instagram against you. Yeah, I've seen the manufacturing decline just to my. Oh yeah, Pat. I think we've all seen it decline, and that's, like I said, that's why I'm trying to support small U.S. businesses and everything. Like they people that definitely deserve the help. Like, well, yeah, we're not gonna bring manufacturing back to the United States by continuously buying like foreign products that are not allies to the United States. So yeah, we need to help people. Whether Burkel Cerakote, he's starting his own cerakoting company. He's done all the legwork, like he's putting out a quality product. He's doing whether he's cerakoting something that he already has or something that he's making, or something you already have. It's supporting a small American business. Same thing. Donnie Bless. He's doing one offs like custom knives in the 800 to $1,000 and up mark. But yeah, maybe that's a little bit on the expensive side, but you guys know what I'm saying. Like support like Phobos knives. They're an American made company. I'm doing my best to find other ones. Full Tang Tactical is another one. They're making stuff right in Tennessee as well. Um, yeah, yeah, and things lasted longer. Yeah, when things were made here. Really, my grandmother had a washing machine for 25 years. Get one to last more than two or three. Like we bought a high end $1,600 fancy washing machine, and 2 years later, the some digital board or something broke inside of it, and it was going to cost almost as much to fix it as it would to replace it. So yeah, we got stuck in that grind. Crunch, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Some yeah, okay, got the stomach ache going. Yeah, ProTech for production knives. Yeah, and I've even said multiple times it's not just about buying American made, but buy quality products. Like I mean, whether it's from England or Canada, I don't know. I'm getting a little butthurt about Canada. Some of the Canadians are getting a little rude about the tariff thing, but it's like y'all been robbing us for years, man. Um, all right then, web shooter. Thanks for stopping by, man. We appreciate it. We'll see you soon, I'm sure. How are we doing on time here? 8:40. We got plenty of time. That's cool, man. I appreciate that. Man, Grumpy Grunt's like that too. I'm not gonna lie. There's been a couple times, he's just been chatting away, and yeah, I put my feet up and end up falling asleep in the chair. He's got a very soothing voice as well. Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's an endless amount of good quality companies, but yeah, unfortunately, people are like, "Oh, I'll buy the $100 Chinese knife over the $200 or $300 American made," but I guarantee you're going to go through a half a dozen of those $100 Chinese knives long before you go through a $300 U.S. made knife. And most of their stuff is knockoffs anyhow. Well, that's why I can't stand that company, One Tigress. They're nothing but like knockoffs of like people did all the R&D and testing and did all that and come out with a good product, and then they just rob it. Yeah, Nick. Hey, and like I said, I'm just as guilty. I bought brands thinking they were made in the USA to find out that they were made in China. I wasn't aware of when SOG sold out or when Gerber sold out. I remember Gerber when they were quality, same thing with SOG, but then yeah, they started selling out and mass producing stuff in China, and before you know it, their knives were failing. I've broke every single the original SOG seal and SOG seal pup. Then they had the SOG seal 2000, and then they had the SOG seal Elite, and of course the pup version with both. And I broke all six of those knives. Um, and yeah, and then I bought Spartan blades, USA made, like quality CPMS 35 VN steel, and stuff that used to break my knives wasn't breaking my knives anymore. I still have the damn things. Um, and now I've got Phobos knives, and that's going to be a lifetime investment. Gonzo, how you doing, man? Good morning. Welcome to the chat. How goes it? Yeah, wow, that's interesting how quick the what the live's done. So yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do is because you have to evolve, you have to improvise, over adapt. Yeah, improvise, overcome, adapt, all that stuff. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little bit more research into it to find out how it's gonna affect me. But I think I'm gonna leave certain conversation either it's either going to go to a channel membership thing, and that'll just keep people out that don't want to be involved in the conversation. Anything that I do that's going to be open public like this, I'm going to have to limit what I say. Not because I don't want to say it, but if I'm going to succeed at this, then I can't be cutting my own throat all the time, if you know what I mean. So, or I'm going to look into Patreon or something like a separate platform, which is what I might have to do, because I have a feeling that they're gonna have the same effect. Like if I say something, even though it's a members only chat, I think that uh, they'll still hold it against me. Like I'll still get shadow banned or whatever. I don't even know if I can come back from this. But yeah, I've got to look into something like that because unfortunately, I don't know. Maybe when the channel gets bigger, it'll be I don't know. It's difficult. Oh, nice! Just got back from the range, man. Cool, cool. So yeah, I'll no doubt there's some people in the community that I talk directly to, and so I'll definitely get in touch with them and ask their opinion, or you guys that have my Instagram or something like that. Like later on, when you get the time, send me a DM and tell me what you think. Oh yeah, yeah, totally, yeah. The PMCS, preventive maintenance checks and services, which is also the five P's. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. We'll apply the KISS method in there. Keep it simple, stupid, right? Oh, Lathan, thanks, man. Which one? This is the Spyderco or the Phobos? Well, I got the other one right here too. I didn't clean this from Friday, but dirty knife. Yeah, this is my take one and run knife, which needs to be cleaned up from Friday, but oh well. 9 millimeter, 223, 5.56. Oh, this one. This is the Phobos Knives Calcula. It's CPM S35VN steel, red G10 liners with carbon fiber scales. I think it's about nine and a quarter overall or something. Oh, thanks, Lathan. Yeah, yeah, it's one of my favorite knives for sure. Like nice all around. You could use it for like backpacking and EDC and everything. It's in that medium size range, which is just perfect. Yeah, we'll bust out the other one again. This is the sheath that it comes with. It's Kydex with a dangler, and yeah, rock solid sheath for sure. And here's a stonewashed one. This is red G10 liners with double black micarta scales. But yeah, awesome, awesome knife. Oh yeah, yeah. Pistol paperwork in New York. That definitely is definitely sucks. Yeah, just getting caught up on the chat. I'm sort of an adult. Yeah, what? Yeah. Occasionally I do the adult thing, but it's just more fun not to. Although I say that, and I probably had one of the most responsible jobs you could ever have, which I guess made me even more responsible off the job, if that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. You can't take life too seriously all the time. It'll drive you bonkers. Yeah, man, yeah, I have a lot of favorite knives. I don't do firearms on the channel because, well, I do myself enough harm. I couldn't imagine if I brought firearms onto the channel. I just might as well not do it anymore with the way things go nowadays. But yeah, yeah, I have several knives that are my favorites. Um, they're all Phobos knives. Like this is probably my like I said, my grab one and run knife is the tier one BC. This one's made out of Magna Cut. It's got the bow drill divot in there, so if you have to do a friction fire, which highly unlikely, but at least you've got one major component that you don't have to create. You already have it. I'm also digging the on the right here is a ferrocium rod notch, and it increases the contact area on your ferrocium rod. And yeah, this thing throws sparks like a champ. Yeah, I can always skirt the rules of the Indian reservation if I want, exactly. But yeah, well, I didn't even get into the stuff that I was really going to get into this morning. I was going to get into all the coffee making stuff and all that. Because yeah, last week's conversation about it was awesome. Yeah, speaking of Pat, while you're still here, this is a grinder I was talking about. It's Normcare or something, but it has like titanium bird bits in there. Pretty sweet grinder. The coffee grinder there. It comes in a carry case. Fits right in. It's got a little brush, all that stuff. It is adjustable, so you can adjust the grind. Yeah, you know how that goes. You know, not too coarse, not too fine. It's all in the grind. You can. It's got a little card. You can write down your presets if you want to, your brew method, all that good stuff. But it's Normcore, and it's the one with the titanium bit in it. I can't remember. I want to say it was somewhere around 130 or something like that. Um, but yeah, it's got a little blow duster thing to clean it out. Little brush as well. It all fits nicely in the case. So if you're going out for a little coffee or something, nice hand grinder, and it stays sharp. I've put like 25, 30 pounds of coffee through this easily, and probably more than that actually. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I've had it for like 2.5 years now. Oh, the Black and Decker coffee grinder. Yeah, Nick, I don't think I'm gonna stop. I don't think I would stop doing the channel. It's something I'm heavily invested into, definitely time wise and stuff. Um, but I gotta make changes so that if I'm gonna do this full time, it has to be able to be supportive, you know, and so I probably got to be a little bit more cautious on what I say and how I say it, and yeah, things just it is what it is. Once you say it on the internet, you can't unsay it, unfortunately. I thought it would break and get a bird grinder, but it won't die. Just accidentally knock it off the counter or something, Pat. Make create the reason. So yeah, so that's why I was saying I may have to limit what I say. The thing is, I think they want everybody to just be like a QVC. Like really, that's a lot of that comes across like that. Like if you're not doing a QVC thing, if you're not ad friendly, there's no point in promoting your channel. Um, you know, uh, just like I'm totally against super chats and things like that. I'm not a fan of memberships. I don't. There's no information I really want to put behind a paywall. So but it's coming down to what I want to do and what I have to do might be two completely different things. And as long as I don't change my values or anything, then I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong. Oh, thanks, Lathan, man. We definitely appreciate it. Yeah, yeah, that's part of the goal. Is yeah, I guess yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've got a lot that I want to share with the outdoor stuff, and I'm kind of like getting to the point where I have to divide the two. Like what I want to say and what I can say are two totally different things. But what I want to show everybody, that's the original. That's the original deal. So I might have to change how I say a few things if I'm gonna make it on YouTube because yeah, clearly it's had an effect. Yeah, like I'm surprised, but hey, scroll back up. Hey, Donnie Bless told me to fuck off because I agree with what ICE is doing. Because I don't think that I can't be a criminal in my own country. Why the hell should anybody else be allowed to be? So yeah, I didn't see that coming. So maybe that just changes the relationship. I don't know. I was shocked though, you know. But hey, I guess if I'm going to say it publicly, I should expect the retaliation. Gonzo, yeah, we're Mrs. Bushcraft has a vacation coming up, so we're gonna start off doing a little car camping. We're looking for a place up in northern New Hampshire, or something, make a few hour drive and actually get in the woods. Yeah, I've got that planned, and but yeah, I'm just so economically strapped right now. There's a million things I could be doing, but I can't be doing because yeah, just hey man, you know, like I said, I lost my business in 2020. I've worked as much as I can, side jobs and stuff like that in between. But in the last 5 years, I've officially lost over $500,000. And over the last 3 years, our rent went from $1,200 to $2,700. So yeah, we're kind of, hey man, the struggle is real. I'm a humble man. I'll admit it. Like yeah, I'm trying to make a buck watching everybody else get rich. Every time I take one step forward, I end up taking two step backwards, and yeah, you know, let a man get up. Why you got to kick me when I'm down, kind of thing. And I'm not just getting kicked while I'm down. I'm getting kicked square in the junk. Yeah, the fact that I was self-employed for 90% of my adult life makes me unemployable. They don't want to hire an outer space engineer to do something. And the skydiving industry still hasn't recovered. I don't think it ever will. The economy has to take a massive turnaround before people get back into leisurely spending $400 to go do a tandem skydive. Um, are those nice full tang or half? They are full tang and then some. Yeah, it goes all the way through. Um, yeah, they're all of Phobos knives are 100% full tang. Yeah, we're allowed to disagree and still be friends. I hope that's the case, man. I didn't see that reaction coming, so that's why I was kind of stumbling my words there for a minute. Like, okay, agree to disagree, but once again, like, maybe I'll start going to those channels and be like, hey, do you have anything other than Chinese shit? Because that's the response that I got. You know, like, hey, you don't have to agree with me, but you don't have to have you don't have to crash out in the chat either. And no, I didn't delete it. I won't delete that because that's hey, if he wanted to say it, I let him say it. The Virginia Bushcrafter, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. But yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of channel interactivity, and rumors go around, things are said, rumors are spread, gossip is given, and that's the one thing that I loathe about this YouTube experience. It's the amount of attacks I get, and oh, boycott him, you know, because he said something we didn't like. Well, fuck you and your Chinese knives. Go to bed with that tonight. That's where I'm at, man. Um, I guess YouTube will change you as a person after a while, but I don't think I'm really changing. I don't know. It's getting wild. It's getting wonky, and so yeah, I might have to start separating things from the YouTube channel. And like I said, I'll start something on Patreon or something. I don't know. We have that buy me a coffee set up because they have something similar. It's similar to Patreon, so maybe I'll further look into that. But yeah, the I don't know. I try to be supportive as everybody as I can, whether I like their opinion or not. But some people are making it extremely difficult. Yeah, yeah, Lathan, I was in the army, man. But yeah, so I might have to do something like that, but it really hasn't taken off on YouTube. I can't do any of the yeah. I think you have to have like 8 or 10 members before you can start doing the membership stuff. And I haven't even reached that yet. So for me to think that something like that would happen on a different platform is probably unrealistic. But yeah, yeah, that's the whole thing. That's the monopoly concept. There's only one opinion accepted. Nobody else's opinion is. That's that leftist mindset of, oh, we're the tolerant and caring, but only if you agree to what we say. It's like, no, that's not how it works. Um, oh, these aren't military at all. These are 100% civilian. Yeah, we made these because we get trolled hard here sometimes. So we had the troll hunting club is something we came up with during a live chat. The FAFO division, troll sniper tab. We were gonna come out with other tabs and stuff, but yeah, I still haven't recovered from doing this. So I've still got oops. Yeah, I've still got over half the original order. So yeah, like I've got bunches and bunches of these. I don't know. Maybe I'll just give them as Christmas presents for the next few years. But they were selling pretty well when I was losing money because I was selling them for like $6. Because I thought shipping was only going to be like $1.25 or $1.50, but I ended up losing a ton of money, so I had to change the price. And then like they really haven't sold since. I mean, a few people have, but yeah. Oh, the American flag. Yeah, you don't have to be in the military to wave the American flag. Just be a you know an American that believes in America. Yes, wave the American flag. That's awesome. Yeah, you don't have to be military though. Yeah, trolls are weak. I don't know, man. Yeah, they might be out there, but their YouTube definitely stopped putting my channel out this morning. Yeah, I was naughty, so yeah, I think that some people don't want to hear the truth, and they just rather, like I said, the old ostrich sticks his head in the sand kind of thing. I think there's a sad reality is that the vast majority of Americans are doing that. They don't want to take the time out to adult up and deal with reality, so they overindulge in their hobbies and stuff. Like if you're not blowing wind up their ass, if it's not all rainbows and unicorns and happy happy joy joy kind of thing, it's they're I haven't got the time for this. And that's 100% the reason why we're in the predicament that we're in. Nobody had the time to like question why are we shipping all our manufacturing overseas? Why are we always buying Chinese products that fall apart? Why aren't we buying quality American products anymore? Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I never thought it would be trendy to be anti-American, but I guess it's trendy. Yeah, yeah. In fact, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should start ejecting the people that don't agree with America. America first kind of stuff. They're the ones with the issue, not us. Yeah, I just can't believe. Yeah. Well, yeah. What mental health issue is going on that Americans are supporting criminals over Americans? And that's some serious mental health shit there. Like, really, you don't support the deportation of criminals in your country? You're the one with the problem, not me, or not us, not the ones. Yeah, like rock on. Yeah, yeah. I think they need to do an expansion on alligator Alcatraz, and speed up the process. Supermaster, what's the topic? It's pretty random right now. Imagine spending today planning tomorrow's protest instead of going to work. Yeah, yeah, that's all unemployed behavior. They've been proved. It's been proven time and time again that most of them are paid activists. Yeah, most of them are getting paid to go out and riot. It's not peaceful protesting. It's rioting. Oh, ooh, you from America? Cool. Yeah, yeah, we're from America, man. Yep. Yeah, we are 110%, and then some. Yeah. Imagine. Topic is shit that pisses me off. Yeah, that should have been. We should do that like maybe Wednesdays or something. I don't know, random one stuff that grinds my gears. Adam Hayes, it's a non-starter. If you don't agree that we should exist as an entity with rules, and you're not pro civilization and pro this social organization. Yeah, exactly, Adam. Yeah, yeah. Well put, my man. Yeah, there's got to be rules in place to keep civil order. And but hey, there's some people that don't believe. I don't know. Hard to believe, but um, yeah, too many people have been coddled. Oh, Super Smasher! It's just that whole conquer and divide thing. That's really what it is. They pick something that they know nothing about and hate over it, and yeah, they just don't want to see America succeed. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Rules for thee, but not for me, and all that those other unpleasantries. Yeah, that's in full effect. Yeah, and if you hate it that much, what are you still doing here? Why haven't you left yet? That's one of my big questions. Yeah, go try to break into somebody else's country and see how far you get. You're not going to make it at all. And if you speak up about it, guess what? You become ad unfriendly. And yeah, I got a question. Do you have to put your phone number to start a YouTube channel to make YouTube videos to get verification? You know what? I don't remember. Because I set up this channel like 2 years ago, and then I spent like the first year and a half just debating on stuff, posted some shorts, trying to figure out how to do YouTube, and in my given situation, and I honestly can't remember. Um, yeah, benefits with no constraints. Yeah, yeah. It's tough. It really is. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Pat's right on. Yeah. Um, yeah, it's tough to have a real conversation when you can't. Um, yeah, and that's how we're being censored. Like I said, they can't censor us publicly through the First Amendment, so they censor us through these platforms with their terms of service. So the things that they can't pass as law legally, they pass as an agreement that you make. So yeah, you get shadow banned, you get shunned upon. Um, yeah, and there's tons of people hating on people like me. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't. But yeah, I guess it's anti-American to stand up for American values, to stand up for American products, and I'll continue to do so. I'll do the very best I can. That's the only way I know how to roll. But yeah, for the people that want to listen, I guess we'll be here. But yeah, I do have to figure out how to make this channel a little bit more self-sufficient, because it's put me in the hole something fierce. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that, man. That does mean a lot, bro. Um, Yeah, but yeah, Pat, that's how it is. It's more fun. Like, man, I didn't even get on this subject. Like, I was gonna talk all about coffee and the grinder, and yeah, the Cedar Summit pour over thing I've been using. Yeah, stuff like that. Getting yeah, but that just wow, that's awkward how that happened. I love the trucks in America. You know those big cars you see in movies. Oh yeah, yeah, the big old pickup trucks with lift kits and roll bars and KC lights. Yeah, you know, enough KC lights to make it look like the sun. Yeah, the Virginia Bushcrafter. I'm still gonna get that Grail. Um, oh yeah, man, dude, get one now. Get one now. Yeah, I have an affiliate link for them. Awesome, right? How YouTube-ish is that of me? But well, I'm done. Yeah, whatever. They've got a great sale going on, like 20% off or something. Yeah, so like the Grail, the titanium is like normally 180. Yeah, they brought it down from 200 to 180. I think when they came out with the Thai Geo Press. But yeah, you can get the Ultra Press Thai. It's 180, and then like it comes out to like 143.95 or something. So like 144 bucks for the titanium one. Which is yeah, I was trying to come up with enough to do that. With sell some of the sniper patches and stuff like that. What's a nice spoon fork make? That is a that's Vargo. Yeah, this is made by Vargo. They're out of Pennsylvania. Cool little story. The guy like through hiked the AT and came up with the lightweight titanium stuff. Cool little backstory behind Vargo. But yeah, that's was a Grail item of mine is the Vargo Parabottle, and yeah, I just got it like Thursday, Friday. So yeah, cool company. We got an affiliate link with them. So yeah, it's gonna be the gift that keeps on giving. I hope. Dave. Yeah, they do ship international. So yeah, you could. Yeah, you might even be able to get it through. Oh, I hate to say it, but Amazon or something. But yeah, Vargo should be available in the UK. Oh, helping the in-laws move for the day right on Burkels. That's awesome, man. I mean, yeah, it's good to see people working together, but yeah, small bikes are the most fun. I rip my kid's 80cc dirt bike around the yard and have a freaking blast. Yeah, yeah, man. We've had those on the at the drop zone. We've set up ramps and stuff and jumped the bonfire with like yeah little 50cc or 80cc bikes. Those are real fun on an airport at 2 a.m. Always love my Yamaha Blaster. Yeah. Yeah, Nick. I believe he is. I'm pretty sure he said he was getting back on schedule with those. So yeah, we'll probably wrap it up here pretty soon. Are the knives for defense or cooking? Um, yeah, they're for whatever you want. Any of those two things, or like bushcrafting, like building a natural shelter or something like that, or cutting cordage. Multi-purpose utility, all around knives. Neil McKenzie, how you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. Yup. Oh, Super Smasher is a tool. Yeah. Yeah, we get that a lot in here, like we get those questions that, that I don't I don't know, they think they're being witty or smooth or something, but they're just kind of being ignorant. Like the repetitive person that comes in here and says, "Are those knives from Timu?" Like, come on, man. We know you're one of those channel guys. Like, yeah. What's even better is when you catch them bragging about it in their own live, and it's like, yeah, dude, you just kind of called yourself out, you scumbag. Yeah. Um. So yeah, sometimes we gotta question what's going on in here because yeah, there are people with ill intent. They don't the anti-American crowd, country by the millions. If you're that ignorant, I don't want you here anyhow. Um. But yeah, so maybe that's why I should maybe keep those opinions a little bit more to myself. I don't know, or like I said, do another platform where it's not going to affect me. And yeah, or have it on a level where at least if you're going to come out and be a Richard Cranium, yeah, you at least had to pay $5 to get in. Um, because yeah, that's one of the things I was taught. Like I make 3 cents per thousand views. That's it. So as of now, this 2.5 hour. That's it. So as of now, this 2.5 hour live is going to contribute 3 cents to the cause. So and having somebody in the live because of my opinion telling me to fuck off is a gross opinion changer. And I'm 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 the Sigma male mentality. For those of you who understand people like me, um, it is what it is. Bobo Schnoggins, what's happening, man? How are you doing? Welcome to the chat, bro. Yeah, in fact, I think I might have to grab myself a couple of Yinglings and throw a couple burgers on the grill and enjoy some outdoor time this afternoon just to decompress and reset. Um, yeah, I had a Gixxer 750, man. They're awesome bikes. Yeah, Pat, you're driving a Gixxer, right? Aren't? Yeah, we use that as a great analogy. Not trading that for a little 50cc scooter anytime. Be a decent person regardless of your opinion. We can still disagree and get along. I just mean people in general. Yeah, Nick, that's the way I've been, man. And like I said, I've been, for the past 5 years, I've been on YouTube, like not as a channel, but just as a subscriber, as a viewer, and everything like that. And I've always been 110% respectful in everybody's lives. Um, Nobody can say otherwise. Like that. That's just and it's all live. Like go check out all the channels. Um, but I guess not everybody is. That's just the cold hard truth. The number of people that have come here and just it changed. It's changed my opinion of YouTube for sure. It's changed my opinion of a lot of different channels on YouTube, and it just never ceases to amaze me. I wouldn't in any under any circumstances go into somebody's live and tell them to fuck off for their opinion. Before I did that, I would just the simple solution is you just scroll away, man. Click the back button, find something you want to watch, no big deal. But to take the time to, yeah, and that's the kind of censorship crap I'm talking about. Like yeah, it is what it is. So I have no doubt relationships have changed once again today. Um, why? Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. But I guess, hey, I don't know. I'll still never do that. I'm a solid person when it comes to where I stand. I just wouldn't do that. I think if you're consistent and you still for all these knives companies, you will. Oh, yeah, hey, Bobo Shaggs, thanks, man. We definitely appreciate it, dude. Um, yeah, well, I think that's the plan for the day. Now, I'm still gonna hit up Grumpy Grunts live. I've been doing that. I mean, if he's going live, I'm there. Um, he's like I say, he's my favorite. One of my favorite members of the Jarhead clan, and it's just always good, man. Last what was it, Thursday? We get into a hammock conversation that, yeah, we talked hammock for quite a while. It was awesome. It was great. I thoroughly enjoy his channel. So I'll no doubt be at Grumpy Grunts live, and then yeah, I'm gonna send a text message to Mrs. Bushcraft and be like, yeah, beer and burgers today, honey. Yeah, man, and that's the whole thing. There's great things to say about everybody. There really is, and I could go on and on. Um, I don't know why so many people choose to be negative. I mean, hey, like I said, yeah, if you don't like my opinion, just scroll away. You don't have to be rude about it. Um, yeah, I'm a person just like everybody else. Grumpy is my oldest friend here. On yeah, yeah, exactly. Grumpy's one of those people. If you don't like him, there's probably something wrong with you. You know what I mean? Like if somebody came off like all mad about Grumpy Grunt, I'd be like, well, I don't know. I'd look at the person differently. You know, yeah, I've been going to Grumpy Grunts live for what, over 2 years, and yeah, it just it is what it is. Yeah, that's what I want to do, Nick. One of the greatest things we can do is in life is to inspire the uninspired. Um, and I spent most of my life doing that. It was easy. Yeah, I can't count the number of people that it's easy to sign up for your tandem jump on the internet, but when you show up and it's really in your face, or if it was a gift and it's a surprise, I've had a lot of people second guess it. But yeah, being able to motivate somebody to inspire somebody to do something that they're extremely afraid of. You know, a lot of people will go and skydive because they have a fear of heights and they want to overcome their fear. They want to conquer their fear. And yeah, I spent a lifetime doing that. It's what I'd prefer to do here. Um, and but in doing so, I've upset so many people. You know, because I want to like encourage people, inspire people. To purchase more American stuff. But yeah, the amount of kickback I've caught off of that is that's odd. Yeah, Pat, and that's what I'm trying to do here. Like I was saying, like, 30, 40 years ago, you'd see the older guys hanging around at the mall having coffee, talking shop, doing whatever, and that's what I'm trying to do here is yeah, create more like kicking back with the guys having a conversation. Hey, we don't always have to agree, but it doesn't have to turn into World War III either. Like you can. Hey, I've never said like, hey, you're a shill doing nothing but supporting Chinese knives. I don't say that stuff. If all you're going to show is Chinese knives, I'm probably just going to leave. But I'm not gonna attack somebody personally for it as an individual. Well, they're doing their live, doing their thing. Hey, it is what it is. But for some reason, people supporting American people, we get attacked. And whether it's supporting American companies or the American way of life, yeah, I do have a problem with criminals breaking into this country, thinking they're freaking citizens. While we got homeless people, veterans suffering that can't get the help, but somehow somebody who broke in here is not a citizen, has no legal rights. They're getting put up in 5-star hotels, getting thousands of dollars of spending money. Like that's American money, not a criminal comes in here and gets open access to an ATM machine. So what if I'm against that? Like that makes sense to be against that. It doesn't make sense to support it. Like yeah, states are going bankrupt because of illegal immigration. I think it's part of somebody's plan. Hell, we can't. They're not going to show up here and give us a whooping, so they're going to attack us from within. They're going to destroy our economy. They're going to destroy our social dynamics, and that's exactly what's going on. And yeah, if you speak against that, well, apparently I'm an asshole. Whatever. You're the one with the problem, not me. If you can't look through their BS rainbow smokescreen, then yeah, like that's on you, not me. Like there, it's the illegal immigration, it's the unauthorized workers, whatever you want to call these people. We'll go back to the beginning and call it an illegal alien. If them being here causing mass inflation on your rent, that's why nobody can afford rent. There's tens of millions of people here that are forcing up the rent. They're also taking up jobs. And they're scamming their way through it. Most of them are working under the table, and the employers are making out because they don't have to pay workman's comp or FICA or any of that stuff on an illegal alien. They just pay them their $7 or $8 or $9 an hour. Meanwhile, millions of Americans are looking for work. Alarm clock turns on at 1.5 hours back to bed. Later all, Neil. Thanks for hanging out, man. We appreciate you being here. But yeah, just getting caught up on the comments, guys. We should be able to talk and hash out our differences and leave it there. Yeah, there should be. Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, it's all part of the divide and conquer plan. It's all part of the, they're on every issue that can come up. That's it's just causing more and more division. And yeah, doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna put some serious thought into how I do things, and I, yeah, I'm gonna have to separate some stuff, and because I'm finding YouTube impossible to do because if I say the wrong, like I'll just stick to gear or something, gear and outdoor stuff because I don't know. I'll have to bring the other stuff on a different platform because yeah, I'm tired of this the back and forth with this channel stuff and channel people and I'm just tired of it. You know, rock out with your lockout. How you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. But yeah, I've had my channel falsely reported. In fact, it took me like an extra like 5 6 weeks to get my channel monetized because people turning me in for things that didn't happen, and the proof that I was right and they were wrong is I got monetized, didn't I? So yeah, there was people falsely reporting my channel, but YouTube has to do their thing. Um, so yeah, I'm just kind of I don't know. Yeah, there's no information out there that has you dealing with this intramural stuff and yeah, the second I say something that somebody doesn't disagree, as much as I've done nothing but support certain people, and and the first time they disagree with my opinion, it's fuck off. Well, hey man, I'm not I'm done turning the cheek. I really am. I'm tired of turning the cheek. So you come at me, it's going to be an eye for an eye kind of thing, and we'll handle it Gen X old school style. But the quicker you realize that it's a psyop, those will feel like we are on the same team more. I'm speaking in general terms, not calling out any individuals. Yeah, Cameron, I'm over buying Chinese also. I'd rather support. Yeah, and it's not just, and I've said it before. It's not just U.S. products. Like I really want to support like Canadian products. I've used some of their, AquaQuest tarps are great. Arkell touring panniers are great. They're out of Canada. The Agua Boreal saw. I haven't used it yet. It's supposed to be really good. A lot of people have talked to me about it, and it's something it's a Canadian product. I'd give it a try. Same thing on a lot of European stuff. I've used Hugh Banner rock climbing gear out of England, Caramore hiking backpacks and stuff like that out of England, and there's great stuff that comes out of Italy. Even Japan's got good stuff. Silky saws are out of Japan. Silky's got their steel down. I mean, Japan's got their steel down. They make some quality products. So it's not 100% American products, but it's like stop financing the people that hate us. You know, like I said, Americans have fought and died to fight communism, and now we're financing it. It just doesn't make any sense, and I don't know why. I know why I get so much kickback from it is because Americans have gotten so cheap. They're more apt to spend $50 on a folding knife or a fixed blade, whatever. I did a poll, like most people want under $100, whether it's a fixed blade or a folder, but most of that crap's coming out of China. And it's easier to move that stuff. It's easy to get, when 83% of people want a knife under $100, well, guess what? That comes straight out of China. And guess what? There's an affiliate link below, and they're making a hefty little freaking kickback off of it. You try selling American knives, and it drops down to 9%. Or a knife in the $250 or $350 category drops down to 9% of people. But that's 100% of my knives. So I'm technically I'm catering to the 9%, but yeah, back to what I was saying is yeah, it's easier to get a kickback on a $50 knife or $100 knife than it is a $300 knife, and I think that's where a lot of it comes from is behind the scenes it's about the almighty dollar, and that's why when it comes to my knife, especially with Phobos knives, I won't do an affiliate link with Phobos knives because I don't want a kickback from them. I supported his knives years before I started this YouTube channel. I comment on Knife Center, and I always have people attacking. Yeah, yeah, that's how it is. It's sad with it is. It's crazy the way that happens. Um, yeah, yeah, the Virginia Bushcrafter, yeah, the Agua, and they've got three sizes. I've looked into it, and as a channel investment, yeah, if I got all three of them, it comes out to like roughly $350. Um, yeah, they've got the 15, the 21, and the 24, and if you get the little setup that comes with the blades and whatnot, yeah, I'd totally check them out. But unfortunately, I'm railroading my channel every week. Or people are helping railroad my channel every week. Every week I get harassed, and I sit through other people's lives without saying a word, and they don't get any of the questions that I get. There's no, did you buy that from Timu or nice Chinese knives? And I know there are certain people coming in here making a mockery out of me, but it is what it is. Lathan, welcome back. Most reliable thing in my life has been Japanese motor. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it's not about buying 100% American made. It's just like let's not support the people that want to see us crash. But yeah, they would. People are attacking me because I'm calling them out, and like I said, once again, no channel name whatsoever. If I, the only time I mention a channel name is if I have something really really good to say about them. That's the only time I'll mention a channel name is if I'm promoting them because I stand behind them and what they're doing. But and that's a requirement. It's a requirement when I was applying for an affiliate link, and they wanted to make sure that I wasn't some woke idiot that was going to make them look like a fool. Yeah, there's one of the first. That's one of the first channels I found, so I try and watch, but it's rough. Yeah, yeah, because yeah, yeah, I guess Chinese knives are highly profitable. So saying something against them is cutting into somebody's profits, and they're going to defend what's theirs, whether it's right or wrong. And that's the sad part. Morals and ethics come into play, and they definitely come into play on this channel because I want to sleep well at night, knowing I've made good solid decisions. I suppose I should do that, but before I promote another channel, yeah, I'm going to talk to them privately and see what their standpoint is, and if it doesn't align with mine, well then I'm not going to promote your channel or your product because I'm not going to put myself in awkward positions where I have to explain it. Imagine being Budweiser. Well, I don't know, whatever. They had to explain. They lost their money. It is what it is. But yeah, and that's how the cookie crumbles. Does anybody know is Grumpy Grunt still going live? But I might wrap it up anyhow. I've destroyed my channel this morning, so yeah, this is actually, yeah, between Friday night and then well, yeah, this is the worst weekend my channel's seen in 6 months. So yeah, maybe I might need a week off or something to recover. I don't know, but or yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's how it's all done, man. Anheuser-Busch isn't ever owned by an American company, last I know. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hey, thanks for checking, Pat. We definitely appreciate it. Um, Yeah, yeah, that's how they're destroying America, man, and people are profiteering off of it. They build up a company and make it worth some money, and then they sell it to some foreign entity, and then they come in and destroy it. And that's part of how they divide everybody is everything that anybody had of value has been taken over and destroyed, and yeah, and then we boycott it, and then we lose all this kind of culture that we're building, and they just destroy it. Yeah, you can't have something. You can't have ice cream. You can't have, Disney. God, forget them now. Yeah, the list goes on, and these foreign companies buy it out, and then they, they take good, solid American companies with good American values, and then they turn it into trash, and then everybody, yeah, they're dividing everybody in every way possible. All right, Kane, thanks for hanging out, man. We'll catch you on the next one. Yeah, hopefully TCal does go live. That would be awesome. But yeah, I'm not sure how accurate this is, but I currently have 0 viewers. Concurrent viewers 0, chat rate 5. I've got a whopping 912 views, so we've almost made like 3 cents today. Yeah, if you did this 24/7, you might make $1.50 by the end of the week. Um, oh, that's awesome, Lathan. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why it's saying that, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I can see people still in the chat, but for some reason it's coming across. I don't know how that's working out, but yeah, I've dug myself a mighty fine hole this morning. Actually, this weekend, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, you say the wrong thing, and yeah, I'm probably shadow banned and all that good stuff because I spoke out against the system, or I allowed certain chats. I guess apparently, if you're not deleting certain chats along the way, that has an effect on your channel as well. So by not deleting certain comments, yeah, it has an adverse effect. But it started off good. Yeah, mine's showing 4 now, so I'm not. Maybe there's a bit of a lag and everything, but um, yeah, the little graph thingy is not pretty. um, yeah, 30. Yeah, I got 36 likes. Marissa, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Oh, that's interesting. But hey, thanks for the watch hours. Yeah. So what's next? Anybody want to pick a top? Nick, Pat, Chaos. Anybody want to pick a topic? Dave James. I have 14 nice, but I mean, if you're talking about nice, but I have other stuff. I've got man, I think I'm up to like 6 water bottles now. I've got two Caramores, 2 Nalgene's, um, two of the Pathfinder. We've got the steel and the titanium Pathfinder water bottles, and the Vargo. But the Vargo is king of them all, for sure. So how about them Yankees, huh? I don't know, Pat. I don't keep track of football. I like the small fixie trend this year. Yeah, the small fixie trend is awesome. Yeah, I think it's an awesome trend. I think it's something that's overlooked for quite a while, and I'll always carry a small fixie over a folder. Like they do go hand in hand though. I think you need a good fixed blade with a good folder, and yeah, it depends on what you're doing. The right tool for the job. Yeah, yeah, Gonzo, I'm with you. Yeah, everybody needs a small fixie. Um, I'm probably gonna end up getting another tier one mini. This one right here, and I'll have one that's like I keep sharp and ready, you know, as part of my my field gear or my camping kit. What I don't know what to call stuff anymore. You got to be politically correct, right? But yeah, I'd like to have one just dedicated for my EDC. That and that way there, yeah. Don't want to get caught with a dull knife in case you have that 127 hours moment. You always make sure you got a sharp knife and stuff like that. Uh, have you attended or heard any reports of the Pathfinder courses offered in Southern Ohio? Yeah, I'm not a fan of those. It's such a I don't like the gear list to be honest. I don't like the limitations on the gear list, and it all seems very biased for you know, hey, buy my wax canvas tarp. Um, I don't think that unless you're planning on becoming an instructor or something like that. I don't really see what it certifies you in. Yeah, there's tons of there's a bunch of courses out there, but really there's adequate information on YouTube. You could self teach yourself and work within your limitations. So I don't know. Yeah, I've looked into that because you know, but all I really see it's kind of like you're paying for an experience and you get a patch. But I think that you know you can't have paracord, but you can have bank line. You know, like I said, the gear limitations are a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. Like, really, if you're going out on some adventure thing or something like that, some bushcrafty experience, then you are going to bring the kit that you want. So I think if a properly run course like that would say, all right, pack what you want, and then we'll go through and tell you what you forgot, you know, or we'll help you put it into a realistic pattern. But it's not some like military pilot down scenario where you're that limited. So yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look into it more. I progressively learned throughout life, like whether it was learning from family or more formally when I got in the Civil Air Patrol, we got into search and rescue, and therefore, if you're going to rescue people, you have to more than maintain yourself. So we got into a lot of kit there. Um, yeah, the street scalpel, those are pretty cool. I've seen those for sure. Or yeah, yeah, the Dave Canterbury course. Yeah, that's another way to put it. But yeah, that's kind of my opinion on it. I've watched some stuff on it, and I was not down with it just from what I saw. You know, um, yeah, you can't have a backpack, but you got to make like some wood stick frame one or something. But you can carry a canvas tarp, a 4x8, 7 or 8 pound canvas tarp, and yeah, no paracord but bank line. You can't carry anything to sharpen your knife with. Like that's okay. The limitations are unrealistic, is the way I saw it. And for the cost versus value, I don't. Yeah, just learn off of YouTube and take multiple sources and make your opinion on what to do. Oh yeah, I used to watch Dual Survival thinking it was a comedy. Yeah, yeah, and then you've got like the Bear Grylls stuff, which is just a joke. In fact, yeah, they came out with some of the trashiest outdoor gear ever made. And yeah, compliments of Gerber. Yeah, Gerber, the Gerber, the Bear Grylls stuff, all that. And he's a horrible skydiver. He really is. He's flying like a student parachute. That man has no like canopy handling skills whatsoever. Um, and that I'll stand behind 110%. Forget the fact he likes to stay in hotels and make you think he was living off of grubs in the woods. We'll put that aside. He's a horrible skydiver, horrible canopy pilot. He's more of a hazard in the sky than a benefit. Um, yeah, Nick Cody London. Yeah, that guy's an idiot. The fact that he thinks his body defies the laws of physics and stuff, and he can go barefoot in Antarctica, whatever. I don't remember which episode it was, but yeah, he's barefoot out in the snow, thinking for some reason he's above hypothermia and frostbite and things like that. Just kind of makes the guy. Most of these guys are promoting like dangerous situations. When Bear Grylls is like, oh no, we've got to cross this little ravine thing by the waterfall, and we're gonna make a rope out of vines, and we're gonna swing across. No, dumbass, just follow it down, find a safe spot to cross and cross. No need to be like you're already in a high risk situation. No need to put yourself in a situation where you're gonna risk injury, making your situation now impossible. You're already in a dire situation, so why make it so bad? Les is a harmonica wizard. Yeah, Survivor Man jams on the harmonica. Yeah, so maybe that's his thing, like jam on the harmonica. I didn't realize that was still a thing. So, but yeah, a lot of those guys put themselves into situations that aren't just grossly unrealistic. Um, and it's all, like it's been dramatized for your viewing pleasure because if we showed you how to really do it, the truth is you'd be bored and uninterested. So we got to make it seem like some high risk activity. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. Now he does wild food cooking. It's actually cool. Nice. Yeah, Bear Grylls was the dumbest. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he just promoted unsafe situations, and that's where if you're going to offer somebody survival advice, offer them advice that to survive, not to potentially cause further harm. That's the part that's stupid. Yeah, drinking camel piss, that dude is cooked. Yeah, but hey, clicks and views, right? The gross factor, and that's what it is, and you're finding a lot more of that on YouTube as well. Man, the number of fake videos on YouTube and the wow factor and the so unrealistic. Yeah, sliding down an ice crevice. Yeah, right, dude. Yeah, I guess yeah, I've done that a little bit on purpose up in Bartlett, New Hampshire, but it's a small controlled area where you work on if you do slip, then you self-arrest with your ice axe and stuff. Um Les was doing some Bigfoot show at some point, but hey, you got to make a paycheck. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Bigfoot chasers. Oh, Bigfoot is right outside my tent, or the yeah, you're finding a lot like people aren't just satisfied with standard camping videos anymore. They've got to be almost attacked, or there was a strange noise outside my tent. I wonder who it was, or oh the police were here, and it's like you just gotta yeah, a lot of drama. They all had a full medical team on. Yeah, and that's part of it. In fact, I was talking to a Green Beret with decades of experience, and one of the things that he addressed about it, and it's something that even I overlooked, is when you are in a situation, there's a certain psychological factor. Like things affect you mentally. Like you really are alone. You're stranded. You've got a situation that's in your head, but that will never happen if you've got a box with a satellite phone and a film crew and a medical crew and all this other stuff. You will never you're not in that state of mind that you would be in a real situation. Therefore, it makes 100% of it null and void. like the whole drama situation, the psychological factor. Um, yeah, they all had a full medical. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Real survival will never be the same as playing survival. And in fact, man, like I've said before, I don't think I've ever genuinely been in a survival situation, and I think that's due to upbringing and being aware, not being a gram weenie about stuff. Um, because I always go out with what I need, no more, no less. And if I found myself in situations where things didn't go to plan, the original plan, but I always have a plan B and a plan C. And at most it turned into like an inconvenient overnighter, but I was well equipped, so it wasn't even inconvenient. It was just, I enjoyed out there. In fact, some of the things that are missing in my life that are normally an everyday part of my life, like cycling and camping and whether it's stealth camping or wild camping, whatever YouTube title you want to put on it, those are the things that are missing in my life that are a major part of it. Um, like I think that everybody enjoys the comfort of four walls and a solid roof and all that stuff, but there's a certain amount of comfort and discomfort, knowing that you can go out there and handle those situations. What there's some absurd factor, I can't remember what it is, but something like 78% of people over like 28 years old will never run again. Like you'll walk, you'll drive, but you'll never go out, you'll never run. Like people just stop. They live in the city. They sit in an office. When do they actually run? Like nobody actually runs after a certain age. It just becomes something you stop doing. Um, Kind of like people who constantly walk around with headphones on, not paying attention to the surroundings. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Or that Pokemon game that had people walking right straight into traffic and splat. Like that's the Darwin Award natural cleansing of the gene pool, in my opinion. Like people's awareness of their surroundings are almost non-existent as well. Just a quick check. Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles, man. Yeah, I wonder if I reset my live later. I don't know. But yeah, it's yeah, like I said, all the people I normally talk to on the side, like yeah, like later on when you've got some time, give me a ring or shoot me a DM on Instagram or something because yeah, I need to change the way I do things a little bit. But I want to keep the channel the same. Just I gotta start separating some stuff because yeah, it's just counterproductive. And that's not what I'm trying to do. So maybe wow, I don't know. I can't count the number of times people have said, "Dude, that's just politically incorrect," and I'm like, "What the hell does that even mean?" Not that I really care, but um, I guess that's another way of infringing on somebody's First Amendment rights. Is you can't have an opinion. That's that political incorrectness stuff, I guess. I get the runs pretty often. Wait, I might have misheard. Um, yeah, ground fog. I think you misheard. Um, yeah, shit modifies the noun. Yeah, yeah. So that's how that cookie crumbles. Um, yeah. What else is going on? I don't know. I guess I gotta do some serious planning. It does happen though. Yeah. Um, yeah. So what else? Yeah. So I guess yeah, we do have some finally getting some outdoor stuff, but it's going to cost us a small fortune. 'Cause yeah, it's odd. Campgrounds now cost what hotel rooms used to cost. It's kind of freaky. Um, so yeah, the inflation. I guess if yeah, if you want to do anything nowadays, they're gonna take all your money. But yeah, I think yeah, that's our next plan. I'll be able to get some outdoor videos. We're looking at a couple different campgrounds, and it's either going to have like some close access to something or access on site. But even most of the campgrounds nowadays, it's not like a camping experience. It's like it's more like military camp, and all the tents are like in a row. You know, there's not even you don't even have trees in between the campsites. Some of these places. Gosh, I don't think I've ever used if that. Adam, it depends, man. I've done the classic cowboy roll. I do a tent, for sure. Yeah, the tarpon cowboy roll thing. I've tried hammock camping a couple times, but or sleeping in hammocks. But that's something I'm gonna fine tune. But yeah, typically it's either a tarp or a tent, depending on the weather conditions and whether or not it's someplace that's infested by ticks. Yeah, the ticks have gotten out of control. So yeah, I prefer a tent or yeah, like a hammock or something. I'm not sure how much of that, throwing a bedroll on the ground and sleeping is gonna happen. Because yeah, the ticks, especially in the Northeast, they're outrageous. Yeah, and that's even I treat everything with permethrin, the 10%. This stuff, yeah, I highly recommend it wherever you can find it. You can probably get it like Home Depot or any of the outdoor places or whatever. But yeah, you mix this and this does a pretty good job with the ticks. But I usually spray like the base of my tent and clothes and stuff like that. There is like additives you can put in the laundry. Oh, how much is everything out here cost? I have no idea, man. I probably got a couple grand sitting out here close to it. Uh, yeah, probably I don't know, 1,500, 2 grand, something. I don't know. Uh, Bring a guinea hen with you camping. That'll eat all the ticks. Yeah, yeah, just yeah. Bring a couple of hens out there first. Let them, yeah, fence it in. Let them have run of the place for a week or something. Yeah, yeah. The yeah nurseries sell it too. But yeah. What else is there? I don't know. Yeah, I got thrown for a loop this morning, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah. Oh, hey, thanks, Groundfog. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody want to hit us up on Discord? Go ahead. It's not real active, but I guess there's some. It's there if people want to use it, I'll use it. But we also do the Instagram. Instagram has been working out pretty well for us. So yeah, if you can contact me on Instagram as well. It's the same thing, Bushcraft Rebooted on either on Discord or on Instagram. We've carried it all the way through. We also have Facebook, but man, I've never touched that. That was just advice I was given is if you can get your channel name on every platform, it prevents people from using it wrongfully. If you've already used it, then it's they can't use it. So Adam, a lot of times we wing it. Actually, I had a plan for today. We kind of got sidetracked. Yeah, today's plan was going to be going over like the coffee kit type stuff because we were talking about it last week someplace else. Like the grinder I use, which sometimes I just use instant coffee because it's just lighter. I've got this Sea to Summit pour over. It's a flat pack pour over system, and it pretty much fits on any standard coffee mug or whatever. Even if you're using like titanium, it works on just about everything and it has a reusable screen, so you're not bringing out tons of filters and stuff like that. It has a micro mesh screen, you can see through there a little bit, and it does drop it out the center. It's easy to clean up stuff like that. If you're gonna do a pour over, that's what I use. I've failed miserably with the French press. I tried doing the original jet boil one, and that one sucked so bad, and people complain about it so much they came out with a new one. But I haven't bought the new one because it costs twice as much as the old one. It's like you duped me on that one, and that thing was absolute trash. The French press. But yeah, sometimes I use instant, and sometimes when I really don't want to feel deal with any of that, I'll bring out a couple of monster drinks for the morning and enjoy the crack in a can. But yeah, yeah. Usually I have some type of plan going, whether we're going to talk about like different loadouts and stuff like that. But Sunday mornings, I try to keep it a little more just social. Does what insulate well, Pat? I finally found mine. I think no. I think that titanium dissipates heat faster than aluminum. That's one of the downsides to it. Yeah, but I think, and that's why I got the cozy with the Parabottle. That'll help keep the water colder or warmer or whatever. Yeah, yeah, it heats up fast. Yeah, it dissipates heat quickly. Yeah, it heats up fast and cools off fast. But yeah, like I was saying, that's why I got the cozy to go with the Vargo Parabottle, is to help maintain temperature whether it's hot or cold. You know how that works. And yeah, I have noticed of with the titanium mug, it does dissipate heat a lot faster. Like your beverage gets colder faster. But I also have like the enameled small mugs. These are a little bit small, but hey, I don't, so what? You pour 4 cups of coffee instead of two, you still get to the same place. So, yeah, that was what I wanted to talk about today, actually, was a lot of that stuff. Because, yeah, and specifically, Pat, we were talking about it, about the grinders. So I was like, oh, I can't even, I don't know what the name of it is or anything. I got a grinder and it grinds coffee and it's awesome. So it's consistent. It hasn't dulled or anything. I've used it. I said I put over 20 pounds of coffee through this grinder, but it does have the titanium bird bits or some whatever you're calling that. Probably needs a good cleaning. It's adjustable down here in the bottom, so yeah, you can set it coarse fine whether you're doing a drip or a pour over or whatever your preferred method is, and it does all connect together. I'd put a stove band, I mean a rubber band around it just to make sure it stays on there. But it's pretty cool. Yeah, for camping. Yeah, the enameled ones. Yeah, Thai has awesome properties, but I'll stick to my fragile ceramic mug. Yeah, yeah, I still love a good ceramic mug. I've got a few, but yeah, of course my Phobos ones are my favorites. The nice thing about titanium dissipating heat so fast is, if you're on the fly, if you're moving, like you got someplace to be, by the time you're done eating or whatever, the titanium stuff is ready to be packed away. I've had some stoves and stuff where it's like they take a while to cool off so you can repack them. But I've found with the titanium stuff, that's a perk to it. Like if you're like covering some distance, you got a lot to do, but for camping, yeah. And it scratches when you mix them with metal spoons. But other than all that, it's great. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, and that's one of the things that, like, yeah, I like the lighter weight of the titanium, not so that I'm carrying less weight, but so that I can diversify my kit more. Yeah, if I can save a few ounces on something, then yeah, it evens out to be the same weight. Adventure 50, how you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. How goes it? Yeah, 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 ground fog. In fact, yeah, I've got some picked out already. Bushcraft essentials. Yeah, they've got some great titanium stick stoves and stuff. I wanna get into playing with because yeah, I've had fuel issues. And anybody who uses fuel eventually is gonna, your food's gonna be half cooked, and then boom, that's it, it's done. So I usually carry two fuel canisters. I carry the smaller one. What's See, I should know. I've been using this stuff for years, and yeah, 3.9 ounces, 110 grams of fuel. That fits in the jet boil, which is actually the one I use as a backup. And then I usually carry this size, the 8 ounce is what I use and what I plan to use, especially like bike touring and stuff like that. Um, and then, yeah, if I run out mid use, then I use this one as my backup, the smaller one in the jet boil itself. And if I'm doing something really longer, or if I'm going to have like a little base camp set up for a while, I'll get the even bigger fuel can. Whatever. I think those are like 12 or 16 ounces, whatever. I don't, yeah, I don't have any kicking around. I think I actually, yeah, I'm all out of the larger ones. I used it all up. Just going out making coffee and stuff. But yeah, so I carry the 8 ounces, my primary, and then the 3.9 ounces as a backup. Oh yeah, yeah, car camping. In fact, yeah, that's something Mrs. Bushcraft and I are gonna get out for a car camp because she's not that much into the outdoorsy thing. She just goes along with me. But yeah, we're gonna do a car camp, and yeah, that's like whatever you fit in your car. Weight's not an issue. Yeah, if you're gonna cast iron cups if you want, whatever floats your boat with that. Oh yeah, yeah, ground fog. I don't know. I've got to look more into those. The Esbit fuel tabs are. I know. Didn't they take the trioxin fuel bars off the market? Because you used to get a stellar deal on those. Yeah, the trioxin fuel is what I used a lot. Car camping is fire. I want to see the eclipse and slept two men in a car. Yeah, yeah, Adam. The car camping's a blast. Well, like we usually set up a tent or whatever, but yeah, we've got a super setup. We've got like multi-layer air mattress with a coupler, and we've got the Thermarest down comforter for it. That so you're not using sleeping bags. Yeah, yeah, cut bamboo is sharp for sure. Yeah, yeah, I hate Walmart too, but sometimes, man, you're stuck. There's like no other option. There really isn't. And like one of those items is the clay shot for the slingshots, man. Like everybody, this is the best stuff. Like for clay shots, like 1,500 shots for like $7. Like it's like 6.94. And it's not just the price; it's oddly the quality of these is great. Like I've looked for other places to buy it, so I'm not shopping at Walmart. But yeah, this is one of those. Oh, you're stuck at Walmart, like that. Like if and I've talked to some of the regular slingshot guys, and they're like, no, that's like you can. They don't even know where to get it. And then I'm talking like slingshot guru geeks, like that's their thing. Yeah, yeah, no stitches today. Yeah, and that's one of those. Yeah, it's like 6.94, 7.94. But any place else you could go is twice the money for clay shot, and you're not recovering that and reusing it. It's like a one and done thing. That's why I use it. The one place I found that I can use my slingshot, the owner just is like, well, if you don't have a trap, then like I can use the clay shot, but if I get a trap, then but the trap I want to get's kind of pricey. But yeah, I can go shoot out there all day. He doesn't mind with the clay shot, but the steel shot he wants it picked up or yeah, caught in a trap. So I'm stuck on clay shot for a while. And yeah, I've got bigger fish to fry before I get that item. So yeah, trying to put it all. But yeah, we've got some car camping planned. We're gonna make a week out of it. I'm gonna try to do is be as productive as I can and get as much video as I can of different things, and then start posting it as soon as I get back. keep a stack of throwing knives in my truck for a good lawn game. I wanted to get a barrel rat king with the wrist brace. Yeah, I got out of the wrist braces, man. I'm down with the standard frames now. Just packability and everything like that. I mean, if that's a non-issue, and but yeah, I like the Simple Shot Scout LT2. It doesn't have a band set on it now, but just not only is it highly packable, it'll fit in your pocket. Versus the other ones, like this is kind of like what a lot of this was my introduction. This is what everybody used. The band's broken. I need to get a new, but I'm not even going to get a new band for it because I'm not going to use it. I'm just not. Yeah, so this isn't packable. Like even you can take the bottom portion off, but yeah, this to this, and I find these more accurate. These tend to be overpowered. You need to use like a much heavier shot for it versus the pocket size frames. No, I don't have a sling bow yet. I have a compound bow, but not a sling bow. Yeah, find them Zippos for under $10. Have you seen all the new inserts they've got for Zippos? Some of that stuff looks pretty cool. Like they've actually got a butane one, so it's not just evaporating all the time. Yeah, yeah, Adam, they're much more pocket friendly, much more portable, and yeah, I would say more accurate. Um, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed. I've got to get uh, a trap, and I'd like to be going out getting 30, 45 minutes of practice every day or something if I could. But yeah, yeah. That once again, it's going to take a little channel growth for us to hit that. Yeah, Pat. Yeah, the butane inserts. How do you like that, man? How reliable is it? Yeah, the electric plasma. There you go. You got butane, electric plasma. I've even seen where they've got little like survival inserts, like with Tinder and stuff like that. But yeah, back to the slingshot thing. I'd like to get good enough at this. You can hunt with these, like small game, and that's kind of like not just a hobby of shooting a slingshot, but it's like pocket size archery, really. I've got I'm into compound bows and stuff. I would like to get a recurve, but I've got all my own. I make all my own arrows, and yeah, I've got a an easy press bow press and stuff, which is yeah made in the USA, right down in Georgia. Oh, it runs out fast. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, it seems small. Like you'd be refilling it pretty frequently. But I guess you had to refill the regular ones because you if you overflow them, you got like chemical burns. And if you underfill it, yeah, it doesn't last as long. Like I think the number one lighter of all time, I think, is still a Bic disposable. Yeah, yeah, they made yeah a screwdriver kit. Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff come out from Zippo. Some of it's a little bit gimmicky. Some of it's kind of cool. But if that's something you're into, then yeah, they've got some great stuff out. Yeah, yeah, that's oh, I hate that when you got a good classic American company and then you find out they've sold out to China. That hurts. That hurts a lot. But what could possibly go wrong? Yeah, what else have we got going on? Yeah, and you guys said Grumpy decided not to go live this morning. Yeah, I thought he was going back to doing weekly, but maybe not. Dave, no, I don't. I don't think Gerber. I don't think anything is made in the United States by Gerber anymore. Yeah, I think that's They've 100% sold out for sure. I think Sog's another one too. Um, oh, no adventure! I didn't see that one. I'll have to go back. How long ago did you post that? So Nick, you have older ones that were made in the U.S. or current ones that are made in the U.S. Because I know like Kershaw's gone back to like some of their knives are made in the U.S. but some aren't. Oh, Gerber's high end knives are still made here. Okay. To the best of my knowledge, Leatherman's still made in the U.S. Um, yeah, I don't like I said, it's hard to keep track of. There's so many makers and everything out there that Oh, you did it during a live stream? Yeah, I don't. I think part of my punishment from YouTube is I don't get notifications anymore for anything. Papa Rhino, good morning. How you doing? Welcome to the chat, my man. How's life treating you? You have two Leatherman and one Gerber. Um, Not shabby. We gotta get the keys to the new house. Oh, nice, nice. So 5 o'clock's the big time. That's awesome, man. I'm totally stoked for you. Yeah, that's a sweet piece of property you got there. Sweet house. Um, I like it surrounded by woods. Yeah, I need to land me something like that, and then yeah, my channel will be 110% outdoors if I could do that. Leatherman is still made in the USA, but some of the parts are made in Mexico, like the wire cutter blades. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, I suppose it could be worse, but um, yeah, I'm not gonna say because anytime I say like, oh, I wish it was still made in the USA, then people are getting upset with me. Gonna get Starlink for internet. Hope it's as good as I hear. Papa Rhino, I think you'll be happy with it, man. Yeah, I've heard a lot on that. I've looked into it pretty extensively. Right down, they've even got a portable version of it that goes in like an otter box, like a waterproof gasketed box. They've got like a with a battery bank and all that. You've got like the internet briefcase. I've looked into that. Um, then it makes me wonder where the screws that hold in the wire cutter blades are made. Yeah, Nick, yeah, if you're gonna break it down that much, yeah, yeah, where the screws made. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't want to get in any more. I've gotten myself in enough trouble for one day. Um, I don't know. Apparently, yeah, that's you can't even have a joke anymore. Like I thought it. I don't care. I'll say it again. I thought it would be funny to put like a coffee mug or something full of ice. Like not just to support cold drinks, but to support ice. And yeah, people didn't like it. Whatever. So I said it. At least we'll narrow it down to maybe I won't have to watch what I say. It'll just be people that like have similar interests or something. But yeah, it is what it is. But hell yeah, society's diminished when they support criminals and they villainize the victims. So that's the point we're at. Yeah, yeah, Leatherman makes great products, man. I've had the Surge now. I don't know, like maybe 6, 7 years or something, and it's great. I don't use it as much as I want to, but it's better than any Gerber I've owned. It's better than the Sog that I owned. I mean, yeah, I like it. I love it. Yeah, this is like I said, the only thing I would do a little different is I'd get the Wave Plus for like EDC urban carry. And then, yeah, the surge for everything else, all my off the pavement, or even if I'm on the pavement, if I'm doing like a long bike ride, if I'm bike touring or bike packing, whatever you want to call it, yeah, the Leatherman Surge would probably be one of the most useful tools. You throw in the bit kit and a second pair of pliers or anything like that. I might look into the Nipex, but yeah, yeah, absolutely awesome. Well made, everything locks in nice and tight. The only thing I'll even admit it, I used to like the Gerber that had the slide out pliers, and then you could kind of one hand it and flick it open. That was cool, but yeah, they're yeah. Knives did a great video about what "Made in the USA" actually means, and it's not what most people think. Yeah, that's because they're using the gray area. Yeah, a lot of stuff is like some of the flashlight. I don't know. We'll use a flashlight for example. They'll make the body, the head, the tail cap, and stuff like that all someplace else, and then when it comes to the U.S., they screw the three pieces together and call it "Made in the USA." Yeah, so a lot of stuff is really deceiving. Yeah, Adventure 50. You're totally right. There are companies that are legit that are 100% making their stuff in the USA though. Yeah, because and some of them will nail you with the fine print, designed in the USA, but made in China. Real fine print. So yeah, you can't when you think you're doing good, like, oh, we're out of Washington D.C. It doesn't get any more American than that, but it's just rebranded, whatever. Or like I said, they use that designed in America, and then or they withhold the information from you entirely, and they mislead you into thinking it's made in the USA because it's got a nice American name to it. But then you find out that's just more mass-produced Chinese stuff, and they're laughing their way to the bank because they've rebranded it under a U.S. company name. The MP600S, fantastic multi-tool. Yeah, the Nipex pliers. Yeah, those are on my list. They're not too bad. They're somewhere around 30-35 bucks, depending on how you catch the price. Brown Sugar, good morning. How are you? Oh yeah, yeah, Dave James. I've said that multiple times. Like made in England stuff is great. I'm a huge anybody who knows rock climbing. Hugh Banner. He makes some awesome quad cams, tri cams, other rock climbing gear. Caramore out of England, Canada, Arkell, AquaQuest. Thank Japan for the silky saws. Canada also has Agua, but even then, like how is the Agua 100% made in Canada or is it made in China rebranded under Agua? I don't know. I shouldn't have said a name because now somebody's gonna flip out. Yeah, yeah. So same thing. Is Caramore still being sewn in England or is it being sewn someplace else and then sold under? Like, man, we've fallen for so much of that. It's like it's a headbanger trying to figure it out sometimes. Like for instance, knives. New Little Lulu is made in Oregon, but they can't say made in the USA because the resin used to bind the micarta isn't made in the USA. Yeah, there's tons of loopholes and they have to say this or can't say that. So, but yeah, unfortunately, that's some of what we're dealing with. Their first Lulu was made by White River. Yeah, and some places start off in America, so it is 100% American or English or Canadian or whatever. And then as the company grows and they want to see higher profits, so then they sell out and have portions of it made here and there, and then yeah, designed in America, parts made in China and Mexico, and then assembled in America. Is some of the ways they kind of trick you with that stuff. But yeah, I predominantly promote American-made products. It's what I buy. It's what I use. And yeah, I guess I'll take the kickback for it. I really don't care because we're in this predicament because nobody had the sack to say something. Yeah, nobody said anything, and now that jobs are scarce and everything, we've exported 90 million jobs in the past 20 or 30 years or something like that. Now people are like, well, there's no manufacturing in the United States. It's because we've been sold out. Crispy Critter, good morning, brother. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. How was your 4th of July, my man? Yeah, how's everything going on your end, brother? Yeah, so yeah, I guess we got to make being American cool again, and maybe start harassing the people that are anti-American and anti-American values, and yeah, we should. I don't. I think that's the problem is most of us are busy like doing what we're doing to kind of harass the other people or to make a statement. We're busy living life and trying to be productive and be positive. So, but yeah, I guess if you're quiet for too long, then we end up losing the game. But yeah, I don't know what else I got going on. Yeah. So yeah, still trying to raise some funds for the for some more kits. So we still got the fire starters for sale. These are 2 for 20, and we got the patches, the troll hunting club and the troll sniper patches. Both of those $20, and that either includes shipping. So that's all good. Yeah, I might have a video that just focuses on that. Spending a lot of time with my pops. Yeah, totally, crispy critter man. Yeah, spend every minute you can. I totally support you there. Yeah, unfortunately, everyone's time here is limited, so value that time as much as you can. But I don't need to explain that to you. I think that was for everybody else's benefit. Yeah, you just yeah, I guess be better acquainted with the people around you. Be more personable, everybody. Like be more social. I think that it'll do you and society better. There's a lot of antisocial behavior going on, a lot of division. So yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, that some of us learn the hard way. Like shoulda, coulda, woulda. Wish I'd spent more time with that person. But that's actually part of the reason for my YouTube channel. Is I was such a I don't know self-centered narcissistic bastard chasing after my skydiving dreams that everything else got left behind. So yeah, for the people I didn't spend time with, hey, at least they got this someday. But yeah, like I said, some of us learn the hard way. But yeah, yeah. So hey, we all have our faults, right? But hey, I had a lot of responsibility, a lot going on. I can make that excuse all day long. But hey, I missed birthday parties and weddings and reunions, anniversaries and welcome home parties and all that stuff because I was in the pursuit of a better career and doing. I guess yeah, to certain you got to be, man. If you're going to be a parachute rigger, you have to. It's not a job. It's not a career. It's a lifestyle. But yeah, hey, I guess if I knew how things were going to turn out, man, screw skydiving. It's not worth it. That's why I tell people now, don't go skydiving, man. It's same thing. Don't hit the crack pipe, man. Yeah, you might be able to hit it once, but you might become a crackhead. And the same is true with skydiving. You might go on a tandem. You might make it. You might make it for a while. You might go down that skydiving road, but eventually it's going to catch up with you one way or another. So yeah, proceed with caution. I highly recommend against it. And they're just yeah, some things get so broken you can't fix it. So Yeah, my 24/7 lifestyle at the drop zone is eh, I made some money, but I think I sacrificed more. So I think that's why I'm one of those dudes. I could give a shit about money anymore. Yeah, I guess I hit that age. I don't know. I could care less about making money. I wish I could go back and spend time with people I didn't. But yeah, all right, guys. We're well over the 3 hour mark. I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Hey, sorry if I pissed you off, but hey, whatever. Suck it up, Buttercup. Maybe we'll see you on the next one. Maybe we won't. But hey, we'll catch you later. Everybody, be kind to one another. Try to be kind to one another. Try not to just randomly tell people to fuck off. If you're that unhappy with somebody saying, just scroll away. No need to be rude. But yeah. Hey, anyways. Hey, we'll catch you on the next one, everybody. Yeah, have a blessed day and enjoy your long weekend. Enjoy the 4th of July. And if yeah, if you're upset because I support the 4th of July, you're one of those anti 4th of July people. You're not welcome here. Take a hike. But hey, maybe I'll catch you guys later on another live. Maybe but well, yeah. Stay safe. Keep it real. Yeah. Have an awesome day, everybody. Talk to you later.